How's it going? What's up? What's good? Am I first? I think you are first. What's up, Skinsley? How's it going? Yeah, welcome in everyone. Hope y'all are doing well. Wow, thank you so much, ADHD Unicorn. Appreciate that. Very kind of you. Hey, hi. How's it going? What's up, Rosie? Watching at work as always. Wow, that's cool. Don't get fired though. Hey, what's up? How's it going? How's it going? What's up, Lauren? How's it going? Thank you so much. Thanks, Addie. Appreciate that. Thank you, Deconstruct, and then it cuts off the rest of your name. Sorry. But make sure you're double tapping on that screen. Let's get all the way up to 5. We got this. Hey, what's up, Sam?
Hi. Echo question mark?
For you or for me?
For me.
KO, thank you. No, you're chilling.
Yay! Okay. Hi
Hey.
everyone.
Yeah. If you're in that guest request box, whoa, KO's going crazy with the 45 tickets. Appreciate that. How's it going, Book Emoji?
Hey, Ian.
Hey, how old are you?
I'm 20. I'm 20.
Yeah. And do you think that being lesbian is wrong?
I don't think so, to be honest,
Yeah, okay. Well, I'm only looking for people who do. So only request to join if you think that being lesbian is wrong. If you don't think that it's wrong, I'm not going to talk to you. Steph, thank you so much. Appreciate that. Yeah. What's up? How's it going? ADHD Unicorn, thank you so much. What's up, TUUSA? How's it going? Are you there? Guest? Hello? Bueller?
Hello?
Okay. That's okay.
Why?
Yeah, alright, bye-bye. But keep on double tapping on that screen while we try to get a guest on in here. If you're in that guest request box, and there's like none of you right now, but if you want to join up, make sure that you think being lesbian is wrong and that you're 18 or older. If that's the case, then I'll try to bring you on up here. I'll try to get to as many people as we can. What's up, Average? How's it going? Average, are you there? Okay. Oh
They're
no, this person has
bobbing and
1488 in their name. That's not a good sign. That's so
Oh.
unfortunate. Hey. Yeah, this is... Okay. Well. A good thing that they left. Yeah, I accept your surrender, Pink Panther 1488. What's up, Joel? How's it going? Joel, are you there? You gotta be unmuted. You're currently muted. You gotta not be that if
Hello?
you want to... Hey, what's up? How old are you?
18,
That seems like Cap. What year were you born?
2006.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, you gave the right like year, but you kind of gave it away, you know. What's up, Ahmed? How's it going?
Hey, how you doing?
Are you driving?
I am, but I have you on speaker right now.
Yeah, you can't be driving. Sorry, geez. I'm sorry it's taken so long.
No.
Hey, what's up? How's it
Yo,
going,
how's it going?
Alex?
I just got one question.
Wait, how old are you?
I'm 18,
What year were you born?
2006.
Okay, what's your question?
What's got 132 teeth and hides a monster?
I have no fucking idea.
My zipper.
All right, Waka Waka,
What the fuck is going on?
bro. We're it's not going well.
It's not looking good.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Actually
Adrian.
not.
Oh gosh. It's like some of the most atrocious echo and background noise.
Yo?
Jesus Christ, we're never getting anybody. This is horrible. I'm so
It's
sorry. Like,
actually really terrible.
yeah. Hey, what's up? How's it going, Bori? God, oh my God. This is like unbelievable. I'm so sorry that it's taken so long. Hey, what's up? Are either of you 18? Oh my. Do you want to turn the music off or what are we doing? Okay.
I think we're being trolled, my love.
Yeah. I'm just so sad because it's like, well, if it was just like intro music, then whatever. I mean, at this point, whatever it takes to get somebody to debate. Jeez. What's up, Myth? How's it going?
No, for real.
Myth, are you there? Myth? Oh my, it's never gonna happen. This is so sad.
There's no way.
I'm just gonna bring
there's
people
no
up in mass. Hey, what's up? Are you 18 or older? How old are you?
No.
Anybody on the panel? How old are you? Angel, how
Me?
old are you? Yeah.
I'm
That's a
15.
child.
Yeah. Okay, cool. If you're in that guest request box, make sure that you're 18 or older. Jeez. Ander, thank you so much for the $2 on Venmo. Appreciate it, but I am sorry for all of the grotesque suffering. How's it going, Swarble?
Oh, my apologies. I didn't know that I accidentally guest requested, but I want to.
Yeah, you should be sorry.
Hello?
Oh my god, and it's just another 5-year-old. Oh no, it's
Yeah,
never
I'm
gonna
6 years old.
I can tell. Only request to join if you're 18 or older. The whole world can tell. Oh my god, this is terrible. What an awful time.
I'm in pain.
What's up, Charlie?
Yeah, what's up?
Okay, bye-bye, Charlie. If you're not 18 or older, if you sound like a fetus, I'm not gonna talk to you. Rachel, thank you so much. If you're like mid-puberty.
What's good, little bro?
Hey, how's it going?
What's
How
good,
old are you?
son?
That's super weird, but how old are you? Okay, I accept your surrender, Damien. Folded like a chair, scrambled like an omelet, reformatted like a hard drive. Get your ankles absolutely shattered, you will never debate again.
This is torturous.
Oh wait, I already brought you up. Yeah, you just like, then yeah, ran. What's up? How's it going?
Yo,
Hey, how old are you?
24.
Okay, and do you think being lesbian is wrong? Fucking hell.
Yeah, that one was pretty obvious.
Yeah.
It's okay to have hope. I understand.
This is a real rough one.
Hey,
Not even gonna
fuck
lie.
you, you
quite
gay ass
deplorable.
bitch.
Well,
Kill
okay.
yourself, dumb fuck.
Aw,
Wow.
that's so sad. That's not very demure. That's not very
Not very
modest.
mindful.
Yeah.
Not very cutesy either.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
What's up? How's it going?
I'm 15.
Yeah, okay. Well, you gotta be 18 or older. So sorry. Only request to join if you're 18 or older. Only request to join if you're 18 or older. Only request to join if you're 18 or older. If you're not 18 or older, I'm not going to talk to you. If you're not 18 or older, I'm not going to talk to you. If you're not 18 or older, I'm not going to talk to you. Only request to join if you
Someone
think
like
that being
drop
lesbian
off
is
a communal
wrong.
iPad.
Yeah, this is insane. What
I
a
don't understand.
yeah, fetus raid for real. What's up,
For real.
Higgins? Okay.
Communist, what's up?
Hey, what's up? How's it going? How old are you?
I'm 37.
Okay. Do you think being lesbian is wrong?
Yeah,
Okay. Why?
it doesn't make sense biologically.
What do you mean makes sense? Which part of it doesn't make sense? So like there's like some women who love other women. What's confusing?
I mean, have you ever seen a lesbian lion?
I think that's a bad example for you. I'm pretty sure there actually are lesbian lions.
Only when
There
they get
are.
placed into captivity.
No, I think that they're like I think that that's just like a bad example for you. Plus there's like lesbian like tons of other animals, so
Like
plus there's
what?
like tons of things that are just unique to humans. Like I've never seen a lion talk on TikTok either.
So biologically, we have male parts and female parts, and they go together perfectly. and they cause reproduction and the increase of human population, and you're going to tell me that that's not the natural order?
Well, I don't really believe in like a natural order. I don't believe in like natural moral facts. These biological moral facts. That just sounds like nonsense to me. I think that if somebody wants to use their body for something with another consenting adult, then they're more than welcome to go ahead and do that.
So what do you believe in then?
Oh, I believe in crystals and astrology. What about you?
You just think whatever comes to your mind is the truth?
No, I think whatever is like logically defensible is the truth.
Yeah. So basically, whatever you can conjure up in your head, you're like, oh, I can come up with that. That's true.
Oh, I mean, it depends on
coming from you with your position, but
There's
okay.
physical body parts which are obviously made for each other. You're like,
No, well, I don't think they were made for each other. Made implies a lot of intentionality, which I don't think evolution has.
No, I mean they fit.
Yeah, lots of things
Not
fit
all the
into a
time,
lot of
they
other
don't.
things. Wait, like my lock picks probably fit pretty well into your door, but that doesn't mean that I should enter into your house.
Here, I'll make it easy for you. Explain to me why you believe lesbianism is right.
Oh, I don't think it's like right per se. I think it's amoral. I think it's permissible. It's totally fine to be a lesbian. I think that whatever two or more consenting adults want to do with each other, that's
but
going to
you're
be their own
asking the
business.
question- You're asking us the question why it's wrong, right? So we're not saying whether it's permissible. We're just saying whether it's wrong. So I want to hear why you think
That is
it's right.
quite literally what is being asked, actually.
Nobody's talking to you. I'm talking to the guy here.
I'm talking
let's
to
say-
you. Cry.
Yeah, Sam's here.
Let me hear why it's right. Let me hear.
Wait,
why.
I'm not claiming that it's right. I'm claiming that it's not wrong.
So you want us to answer why it's not wrong, but you can't answer why it's right.
Oh, I don't think it's right.
Yeah, that's
I think
ridiculous.
it's not wrong. Not wrong is not the same thing as right. It's not wrong to have a favorite color of blue. It's not right either.
What is your purpose of this conversation?
Well, this one's just fun for me. I think that like the people who engage in this one are like usually profoundly unintelligent, and it's like really good entertainment.
Yeah, I'll come back. I got to visit real quick.
Yeah, I accept your surrender. Folded like a chair, scrambled like an omelet, reformatted like a hard drive. Get your ankles absolutely shattered. You will never debate again. Bro's like crying in the corner somewhere. If you're in that guest request box, make sure that you're 18 or older.
And to get out.
Hey, what's up?
What's up, man?
Hey, how old are you?
The question is, why is being a lesbian wrong?
The question is, how old are you?
Oh, 20. I'm 22. I'm 22.
Oh, yeah,
years old.
okay. Yeah, and why do you think being lesbian is wrong?
I believe that everything has a purpose. So in regards to sexual intercourse, I believe that in regards to sexual intercourse, it's not just getting a nut off or a relationship. As far as getting a nut off, should be ordained by God.
What's the purpose of brainworms?
You said what's the purpose of what?
What's the purpose of brainworms?
There is... Okay, that's a great question, and I could tell you that I don't know.
Gotcha. Wait, so then how do you know that everything has a purpose if there's things that you don't know the purpose of? Nia, thank you so much.
Hold up. Is that it? Do I get kicked off now? Or can I explain myself?
You can explain. No one's kicking you off. You're more than welcome to explain yourself.
Okay, yes, sir. So in regards to things that I don't know the purpose of, that doesn't mean that they don't have a purpose. So I can tell you that I'm ignorant towards things, and the things that I'm ignorant towards doesn't mean that they don't have meaning or purpose.
How do you know they have a purpose?
What other things do you think are placed in this world that don't have a purpose?
Yeah, we go like cancer, earthquakes. There's tons of other parasitic animals.
Okay.
Like malaria, mosquitoes.
Okay. So disease, okay, or things that cause things to be bad? Question mark.
Yeah.
I can't tell you why.
Gotcha. So we have another thing with no purpose. So how do you know that these things have purpose if you can't give what the purpose is?
I would say in the means of a relationship like itself, like as far as getting married, I just got married. I'm 22 years old. I know that there's things that I appreciate in my marriage that I don't know the full effect of, but I still.
Do you appreciate when a kid is unalived by malaria?
No, no, and that's a great question. But do I know things as far as cancer that have helped a family draw closer together, even though they don't know why it's happened? Yes.
Oh, but what about the times that that doesn't happen? What about the times when like an orphan is unalived by cancer and then like nobody mourns them? What then? What's the purpose of that?
So, I would tell you once again, as far as that, I don't know, but I can tell you
Gotcha.
situations that bad things has happened and there's been a blessing to come out of those things. So as far as cancer, as far as disease, as far as being an orphan without any family or friends, I feel like God's still able to draw you near towards people that can help you out in those situations.
Well, yeah, wait, so you said you made the claim that everything has a purpose, but
And
then there's like
I'm
this
still-
whole long list. How many times have you said, I don't know the purpose of that thing in this conversation? Are we up to like 5 times of you like
Yes.
shrugging your shoulders?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And I will still tell you, in my ignorance of not knowing that thing, the faith aspect is what blesses me to be assured, regardless.
Gotcha. So, I mean, faith is just a belief in the absence of evidence.
Exactly.
I'm not going to believe something in the absence of evidence. Like, if you
Okay,
want to
so-
cope and have an imaginary friend, that's up to you. But you're making a claim about real people based on your imaginary friend. So I'm
Okay.
going to need you to warrant the existence of your imaginary friend or warrant why everything has a purpose.
Okay, so you said faith is what?
A belief in the absence of
A
evidence.
belief in the absence of evidence. Have you came across things to where you haven't understand it or fully grasped the concept of, but your lack of evidence, even outside of the lack of evidence, there's been things, okay, let me give you an example. A chair. If a chair is, you don't know if that chair is going to hold you up. Yes, you can have evidence in other chairs, but if you just sit in a chair, say in a doctor's office, you don't have the evidence that that chair is going to hold you up.
Oh, sure I do. Because the process of getting into a chair is like gradual. Like I don't just like jump and like ground pound a chair. I slowly put my weight on it, and if it felt pretty flimsy, then I would not put my weight on it.
So would you say the same about roller coasters or skydiving or things?
But I have evidence that these roller coasters are going to hold me. Well, first of all, I would never go skydiving. But second of all, I have evidence that roller coasters are going to hold me insofar as I watched them hold the group that went right before me.
So
I have evidence that this roller coaster is not going to be dangerous. So
Right.
again, faith is a belief in the absence of evidence. Unless you can provide me evidence, I'm not going to believe that everything has a purpose.
So can I ask you about roller coasters that crash or roller coasters that malfunction?
Yeah, what about them? Yeah, this is like, so we have the totality of evidence that says that this isn't going to happen when you ride it, and then sometimes the totality of evidence is wrong.
Right, exactly. So
Yeah.
so that's my thing in regards to the totality of evidence. Sometimes it's wrong, correct?
Yeah, well,
but
some
that's the
it
thing.
can be
Whenever it
wrong.
comes to evidence, like you don't have to be at a 100% guarantee for things. As a matter of fact, usually there is almost no way to 100% guarantee anything. But what you need to look for is what has the most substantial evidence. We have evidence that a roller coaster isn't going to fail. We have tests for the roller coasters first, and as Ian mentioned before, if you see the group that came before you and they're not literally dead, then you don't have a reason to think that you should be. But as far as evidence for God, we don't have any.
Okay, so outside of the evidence for God, I'm not even going to talk about God in this example. But
You've already talked about God multiple times in this discussion.
and I still am going to stand by beside that. I'm not going to leave that, but I'm not going to talk to him and talk about him in regards to this example. The example of back to cancer. So you're telling me if I have cancer, would you tell me to just out because of the evidence that shows? Would you tell me to just chalk it and just try to live my best life until that cancer continues to eat me up? Or if I'm
No, quite the opposite, because all the evidence says that the best way to survive cancer is to stay optimistic. I'd say nothing of the sort, because I would want you to have the best chance of survival. I would rely on the data and be encouraging and tell you that you're getting better, even if you're not.
Okay. Okay, that's a great example. So I know that there's studies, and I can't pull them. I probably could, but as of right now, I'm not even going to try to pull them up. The study of them in regards to life outside of having cancer, if I'm just dealing or going through things, if I'm to put my faith into something, which you all say that there's not evidence, but there is data that shows when you call upon the name of God, it lights up, like literally lights up your brain.
Yeah, of course, because when you call upon anything, I could call upon like the Power Rangers and it would light up my brain.
So if that be the case, we've gotten so far off the topic, and I apologize. But wise being, I'm going to bring it back to the.
Yeah. I'm still waiting for you haven't proven that everything has a purpose, and we've cited several things that have no purpose.
We've cited several things that you don't believe has a purpose.
Yeah, you can't provide the purpose. You can't even approximate the purpose. What's the purpose of malaria?
So, and once again, I can't tell you because I'm not a doctor, but I will rotate back to the.
Doctors don't think that it has a purpose either. Doctors think that it's a horrible disease that needs to be cured. If you think malaria has a purpose, do you think it's wrong to cure it?
Do I think that it's wrong to cure it? No.
Oh, but why? Because you're taking the purpose away.
Not necessarily. I think that once again, some things are placed not by God, but by the opposite. By some things are in this world that we have not, that we're ignorant of. But does that mean that they can't help us? No. If I'm in a relationship with my child or a dog, for example, and I don't know how to take care of that dog, am I going to kill it or get rid of it? No, I'm going to learn how to take care of it. That doesn't mean that I don't understand it.
Gotcha. So you're saying that malaria helps us in some way?
I'm saying yes. Yeah.
So then curing malaria is bad, because if malaria helps us, then curing it would be a bad thing to do. So just go ahead and say that curing malaria is bad.
So what I will say is all things work for the good of those who love the Lord. So
that's not what I asked you to say. I asked you to say that curing malaria is bad.
I'm not going to say that.
If malaria is helpful, then why would we want to cure it? Why would we want to cure something that's helpful?
Why would you want to cure something that's helpful?
Yeah.
That's a great question. You set that question up perfectly, and I don't have an answer for that.
Gotcha. Yeah. So you've been caught in a contradiction that if something's helpful, you actually don't want to get rid of it. You want to keep it around because it's helpful. So if you think malaria is helpful, you need to say that curing malaria is bad.
No. Once again.
So which one do you reject? Do you reject that malaria is helpful, or do you reject that curing malaria is good?
I believe that curing malaria is good.
And you think that malaria is helpful?
To some extent, yes. I believe that cancer is helpful to some extent.
So do you think so this would just lead to the conclusion that curing cancer and curing malaria is bad?
So can I ask you a question?
Go for it.
Do you believe that sin is a thing?
What do you mean by sin?
Sin. Do you believe that?
I heard you say the word. I just want a definition. What do you mean by sin?
I got you. Give me 1 second. Sin. Transgressions.
Transgressions?
Something that stains you. Something that is not correct. Something that's false. Something that...
If you're asking me if I think false things exist, sure.
Okay, so in regards to, I guess, mathematics, if you have something that's false, is it good or bad?
It's not, I wouldn't apply these like normative categories to math. I don't think that like 2 + 2 = 4 is like good. I think that that's like true. I don't think it's good.
Okay, so truth, and what's the opposite of truth?
Falsity.
Right. Okay, so you believe that there is falsity.
Yes.
Okay, so if I was to, I don't want to get too far off topic, man, and I apologize for not being prepared, but In regards to building, like I said, in regards to
Wait. When I get a math problem wrong, is that sin?
if you get a math problem wrong, is it sin? No,
Yeah.
but it can.
But I thought sin was falsity.
It is. So
Gotcha. Wait. So when I say a false thing in math, when I say like 2 plus 2 equals 5, did I sin?
So may I?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, so if I am to build something, if I'm continuously calculating things incorrectly, will what I build be stable?
Likely not.
Right. So,
But I'm asking you if you just like do a math problem wrong, is that sin?
no.
Gotcha. So then sin is not falsity. Perfect.
Okay, so back to the question of why is being a lesbian wrong? I believe in the example that I just gave once again. In building, if I'm to build a family and I'm to take someone away of a father, that's not stable grounds to
It's fine.
I disagree.
Do you have any data to back up your claim?
I don't have any data.
Gotcha. So it's just feels. It's just
no,
fifis.
It's not just feels, but I will tell
Gotcha.
you,
Wait. So if it's not
as an
feels, then provide the data.
Okay, so as an African American male, I will tell you, as far as the friends that I've grown up around that lack a father inside of the household, most of them will be I apologize. Most of them will be claimed as having ADHD or hypersexual or things of that sort because of a lack of another guardian in the home.
Oh yeah, so that's true of one parent households, but we're talking about 2 parent households, because that's going to be a huge a huge discrepancy. That if you're comparing the outcomes of people in a 1-parent home to the outcomes of people in a 2-parent home, the 2-parent home is obviously going to win because there's 2 people involved. It be the exact same outcomes as if we have 2 straight people raising a kid.
Right. Okay. Well, I appreciate you, Ian. I appreciate you for letting me converse up here, man.
Well, yeah, I appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate you coming on up here. Yeah, make sure you're double tapping on that screen, sharing it with your friends. Let's get all the way up to 50K likes. So just keep on sharing it with your friends, double tapping on that screen, dropping a follow as well. Ethene, thank you so much for the $6.66 on Venmo for I'm So Tired. W Ethene in the comment section. W666. W Satan. Hail Satan. I appreciate that, Ethene.
Is ADHD correlated with being a part of a single parent household?
I have no idea. Could be.
Okay.
What's up, Nico? How's it going?
Good, man. I'm 35.
Yeah, do you think being lesbian is wrong?
No, but I mean, okay, so if you talk about...
I'm only looking for people who think that it's wrong, sorry. Only request to join if you think that being lesbian is wrong. If you don't think it's wrong, not going to talk to you.
Oh, sorry, I just came up to say hi.
You should be sorry. I will never forgive you for that. Yeah, only come up if you're 18 or older.
Oh, I did not mean to do that. I'm so sorry.
That's okay. Hey, what's up? How's it going, Ahmed?
I'm doing good. I'm back. I'm not driving this time.
Yeah, perfect. Do you think being lesbian is wrong?
I believe the act of being lesbian is wrong, yes.
Okay, and why is that true?
If we're talking simple answers, I would say God says so. That's the simple answer of it.
And which God are we talking about?
Allah. And in my perspective, all the Christians, Jews, and Muslims all believe in the same God. They just believe in different perspectives of God.
Okay, and why do I care? And I mean, I'm certainly not Muslim, so why do I care about this?
Well, whenever we look at it from a big picture, it might be too big of a picture. If we're looking at it as if half the world were lesbians, right? Half the women population were lesbians. And they went through the insemination process, they gave birth, they raised their kids. Like you said, two parents in a household will eventually overcome, or it's better overall than a one parent household, right?
Yeah.
So through that process, it will eventually lead to every single person, and it could take hundreds of years, it could take thousands of years, but it could become such a normalized thing that every single person sees lesbian as normal, gay as normal, and it gets to a point where reproduction.
Based?
What was that?
Well, I was just saying based. Yeah, sounds good. Yeah, everyone sees it as like cool and normal. Sounds good. Works for me.
Well, yeah, but if everybody sees it that way, it kind of contradicts the idea of reproduction.
It doesn't, because you can still reproduce this. Yeah, go for it, Sam.
Oh, go ahead. Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay. You don't have to think that being lesbian is right or wrong in order to be a lesbian. There are plenty of straight allies who are still going to continue to have children. They don't think being lesbian is bad, but they're also not going to go have queer sex because that's not what they want. So being queer, being something widely accepted, is not going to affect reproduction, at least not in the way that you're saying that it might.
Well, short term it won't, but long term, if kids are born in a lesbian household or a gay household, and don't get me wrong, I personally don't have an issue with people being lesbians, but I do disagree with it. It will eventually become normalized, and those kids are going to be raised around it to understand it. And whenever those people die, it will become normalized in a way where those kids are going to be raised around lesbian or gay couples or gay parents. And after those people that you were talking about that do accept lesbians but won't become lesbians are dead and gone, like everybody will be at some point in their life, it's going to slowly drift the population into a lesbian and gay population, and heterosexual couples would be the minority.
Wait, do you have any evidence that this is a thing that's actually going to happen?
Because
yeah.
Well,
is your claim literally just that if like lesbian and gay couples were the majority, then like heterosexual couples wouldn't be the majority? Is that really your claim? Do you have any evidence that this is actually a thing that would happen? And also, even if it did, who cares?
Well, that would be the end of the human population. And I don't think it's going to be short term. I think it could go on thousands of years. Because
But okay, what's your evidence that this is going to happen?
Because you look at, for example, and this is kind of a far-fetched maybe for you, but it makes sense for me. And if you disagree with it, you'll explain it to me. But fleas, for example, if you put a flea in a container and put a lid on it, they won't be able to jump as high as they can actually jump. They will jump to how much space they have. So whenever you put a child in a lesbian or a gay household, they might not be raised and become lesbian or gay, but over time there will be certain children that will, which is because they understand it as, hey, this is what is normalized, this is okay, this is what my moms do or my dads do. I kind of want to do that too because their life is great.
But wait. So this is like, I think that you're just not thinking this through, because this is also true of straight couples. Like, you would expect that every child the straight couple has is going to be straight as well, but that's not true. That's not how it works.
I didn't say all, but I didn't say all.
Yeah. So your critique is just that, well, if like we have like lesbian parents, then their kids are going to grow up to be lesbian, but that's not true because we have straight parents and their kids don't always grow up to be straight.
I didn't say that they will always be. I said not all of them will be, but there will be a higher possibility of them becoming gay or lesbian.
Chevy, thank you so much for the $4 on Cash App. Okay, and why do I care about like like a higher possibility about someone. So first of all, do you have any evidence of this?
Well, I can't really have evidence whenever it's not something that's happened.
Oh, but I mean, there's like certainly lesbians and like gay people who have kids. So do you have any evidence that these kids are more likely to be like queer than they would be otherwise?
Method about it, scientific method testing about it, I think that it could be proved.
Do you have any? But you're making an empirical claim. Do you have the empirical data to back up your empirical claim, or is it just fifis?
It's more of a theory.
Gotcha. It's fifis. Perfect.
I will say it's a theory, yeah, but the same way that people say that God isn't real, it's not because if it's a fact, then everybody would believe so. Same way that people.
That's not. Motherfuckers think the Earth is flat.
Well, what was that?
Motherfuckers think the Earth is flat.
Exactly, but that's the thing. It's a theory.
No. Exactly the opposite of what you said. That just because something's a fact, just because it's a fact that the Earth is round, doesn't mean that everyone believes it.
Yes, and I'm saying that because you said it was a theory, and I'm telling you that my idea is a theory, but until it is proven, and this isn't a simple kind of overnight kind of testing, it is going to take multiple years of kind of reviewing a household with gay parents and straight parents, because you could go probably collect 10 straight parents and 10 gay parents and they have children, and you see how their children are raised.
Mm-hmm. So typically theories require evidence, like, theory of evolution has like a mountain of evidence behind it. Theory of gravity, tons of evidence behind it. Does your theory have any evidence whatsoever behind it?
No.
Gotcha. So it's not even a theory, it's like a guess. It's like complete pure speculation.
Yeah, because theories actually are pretty high order scientifically, but we don't have any evidence for this claim, so I don't think theory would be accurate.
Well, then I'll call it an idea if that helps with it.
Gotcha. So you have the idea. So you have this idea with no evidence that human extinction is going to happen because we're nice to lesbian people. But again, it's just your idea with no evidence. Anyone can have any idea. Like I can have the idea that people who wear red shirts are going to cause human extinction. That doesn't mean that it's true.
Exactly, and that is true. But this is an idea that could be tested. It'd be. Every single idea can be tested. You could simply say, hey, well, I believe that, like you said, people that wear red shirts are going to end the world. That could be tested by tracking people that wear red shirts, but it's not necessarily an impossible thing. So you saying that it's not true or that it's not proven doesn't mean it's wrong. Same way that you said that you don't think being lesbian is right, but you also don't see what's wrong with it.
So the likelihood that being lesbian is wrong is just going to be the likelihood that your theory is correct. And of course, you have no evidence at all for your theory. Like the likelihood that being lesbian is wrong is going to be like the same likelihood that Casper the Friendly Ghost exists. In both cases, we have no evidence.
Well, do you by any chance have any evidence that being lesbian is right?
I don't claim that it's right. Yeehaw! Thank you so much, Itachi. I say that it's not wrong. It's amoral.
Okay. Do you have evidence that it's not wrong?
Yeah, just because it's us as a society ought allow people to do whatever they want to do among consenting adults with their own body. That insofar as these acts don't hurt anybody, that we should allow them to happen.
I'm sorry, what was that?
Insofar as these acts don't hurt anybody, we should allow them to happen.
Well, you see that people that are lesbians, or let's say homosexuals, period. And I know this is pointing towards lesbians, but I'll say homosexuals. They become very aggressive in some cases. I will not say every single homosexual.
Do you have any data on that, or is that just another guess?
No, there is data. I don't have it on me, but there is multiple data that shows homosexuals attacking, for example, they start as a peaceful riot or a peaceful protest and it turns into a riot because they don't like that something that some other protester said, and then it harms people that are innocent.
VT, thanks so much for the subscription. When has this happened? Give an example. Go ahead.
I would have to honestly look it up.
WVT in the comment section, by the way. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. So you have it's just more fifis. It's just more like your imagination is a bunker and you're hiding from what? Your imagination. You're hiding from yourself. The ideas that you conjure up in your head of like human extinction and of these LGBTQ plus protesters going and harming innocent people, you have no substance behind it. It's literally just like imagining something scary and then getting scared of that scary thing that you imagined.
Well, that's not what it's based on. What I'm saying it's based on is actual instincts that it's actual news that have been posted around the world and everybody has seen. I just don't have it within my arsenal right now to be like, oh, look up this, and this, and it will tell you.
Oh, but you have no evidence for this though, so I just don't know why I would accept this. Also, I mean, people who are in the LGBTQ plus are 4 times more likely to be the victims of violent crime than non-LGBTQ plus people, which means that it's much more likely that these folks are victims of violent crime rather than the perpetrators of it. So they're not more aggressive. In fact, it seems like they're less aggressive.
I'm not saying all of them are. Like I said, I'm not trying to attack an entire group because that would be unfair for that homosexuals.
Well, but just saying some parts of the group are violent, like that goes for every single group. The majority of violent crimes in the U.S. are perpetuated by straight people. So would it be fair for me to say that most or half of straight people are inherently violent? No.
Exactly. So you can't just base on whenever you say being lesbian is wrong because it doesn't hurt anybody, even though it does in some cases with certain people. You can't just say the entire society is not wrong. You got
what scenario does it hurt people?
But that's
what I'm saying.
Being lesbian part is not the part that's causing harm. The part that's causing harm is the person choosing to do an aggressive act. But that's not hinging upon their sexual orientation. They just happen to be a violent person in the same way that a straight person can just happen to be a violent person. What we're asking for is evidence that the homosexuality itself is what causes the aggression.
Okay, so that's fair. Okay. Well, how about an instinct where lesbian couples have, for example, been affected by a straight couple, right? And they automatically assume that actually that won't work. You're right. I'm gonna actually stop myself. I'm not having a point with it right now.
Well, do you got anything else for us, or should we move on to the next guest?
No, I actually think I'm done. I actually have to go to work, but I appreciate
you coming on up here. Hey, make sure you're double tapping on that screen. If you're in that guest request box, make sure that you're 18 or older and that you do think that being a lesbian is wrong. If you don't do that, not going to talk to you. If you want to support the stream, Venmo's allegedly -Ian and the Cash App is just allegedly Ian. Make sure you're dropping a follow as well. And let's get all the way up to 70k likes. If everyone left 20 likes right now, we'd already be there. That's not very Tamir of you.
Not very mindful.
Not very cutesy. Yeah. No, I don't know. I take the time to block these people, so that's why they stay up for so long. I apologize.
Yeah, same.
Hey, what's up? How's it going, Ace?
Yeah, it's going okay.
Yeah, how old are you?
37.
Yeah, and do you think being lesbian is wrong?
I'll say yeah, I do actually.
And why is that the case?
I mean, I would say that, I don't know, I would say that off my personal beliefs and feelings that, yeah, I would just say off my personal beliefs and feelings that it would be wrong.
But what about it? Which part of it makes it wrong?
Well, I would say that without the technology we have today in our society, our current society, we wouldn't actually have the ability to procreate in the manner in which being able to transfer information, whatever is learned, whatever is being able to move on genetic material for the continuation of society. We wouldn't have got to the advancements we have today if that was something that was actually a widespread thing. The advancements that we have actually been able to reach today wouldn't have been able to be reached if we had lesbianism and homosexuality to the expanse as what we have it as today.
Yeah, so without the technology that we have in our current society, we wouldn't be able to have the conversation that we're having. Whoa, AG, thank you so much for the mirror. That's so awesome. Let's get a big W, AG, in the comment section. Like I was saying, without the technology that we have in this society today, we wouldn't be able to have this conversation on TikTok right now. That doesn't mean that it's wrong to have this conversation on TikTok right now. Additionally, there's no reason why we wouldn't be able to achieve this without that, or with the presence of lesbians. You didn't give an argument, you just made the claim.
Well, yeah, I would actually argue that social media in itself has done more to destroy the society itself.
God, then you should probably turn your phone off. Otherwise, you're being a hypocrite.
I mean, not necessarily.
Yes, because you're engaging in social media right this second. You are engaging in this conversation. You're using this advanced technology. It seems like at the point in time when you don't even believe this argument to the point where you're not going to implement or change your life around it, why should anybody else believe this argument?
I mean, I don't think my personal beliefs need to be enforced upon anybody.
But you made the claim that like being lesbians wrong because they couldn't reproduce without technology, and I'm telling you that we wouldn't be able to have this conversation without technology. But that doesn't mean that having this conversation is wrong.
So you're actually moving the goalpost. I never said that. I never said personally that. I just told you that my personal beliefs are this. I never said that it was wrong globally or anything. I mean, even the
so wait. So are you just saying it's like wrong subjectively?
Yeah, I mean, well, actually, yeah, because
this just seems like you're just walking it back because you made like two full ass arguments.
I'm gonna say yeah, and the reason why. In the last guy that you just got through talking to, you used our society as a way to say that because we allow people to do whatever they want to do with their own bodies in our society, right? That makes it okay, and that makes lesbianism okay, right? But then I can say the same thing vice versa for other societies around the world who do not allow homosexuality in their society.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
I can use that same argument.
The argument isn't that, like, well, we allow it, so then that means it's good. The argument is that people ought be allowed to do whatever they want to do with their own bodies with other consenting adults.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
That they should have bodily autonomy to do this.
Right, but that's not necessarily a fact that's just how you feel. It's a subjective argument. That's not necessarily a fact that you should be able to do autonomy to whatever you want to do with your own body. I don't really agree with that either.
Yeah, so why do you reject bodily? Why do you not like bodily autonomy? What's your argument against bodily autonomy?
Once again, bodily autonomy, full bodily autonomy will also go along the lines of being able to say I should be able to unalive myself. I should be able to unalive myself.
Well, so legally, first of all, I totally think that if somebody's in like a proper state of mind and they're an adult who's capable of consenting, if they as an adult in a proper state of mind want to consent to getting medically assisted like unalived, that sounds fine to me. I don't want to force someone to live if they don't want to live.
Well, I mean,
are you rubbing sandpaper against the microphone or something?
Got that 120
no, I'm sorry. I just got my earbuds in. I'm sorry. Is it still doing that, making that sound?
No, you're chilling.
Okay. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to make any sounds or anything.
No, you're good.
But I'm so in continuing, I was just saying that the very argument that you're making as far as having the bodily autonomy, sure, you saying that somebody's in the sane right of mind, right? I would argue that if you have the notion, or our notion as a human is to want to live, that is our want, is a desire for most people is to want to live. I would just say for most people. Now, I would argue that somebody saying that, hey, I want to unalive myself is not necessarily somebody in their right mind.
But they could be, is my point.
That would be my argument.
Like, let's say that there's like an 80-year-old and they know that they're starting to get like the early onset signs of dementia, and they've lived like a long and full life, but they think that they hate the idea of being someone who needs to be taken care of, and they hate the idea of going through dementia, like late stage dementia. So they just pick a day and they're like, well, this is the day where this is the day where I'm going to get like medically assisted self-unalived. I think that's totally fine. I think that people should be able to make these decisions for themselves. If someone lives in like an excruciating amount of pain every single day and they want to get themselves unalived, I think that they should have the right to make that choice for themselves.
Okay, so what if they're just a normal, just 20-year-old, healthy guy, you know?
You're pretty far away from your microphone.
Vibrant, just a vibrant, healthy guy at 20 years old. Okay? A vibrant, healthy man at 20 years old says, hey, I want to unalive myself just because I want to. I don't want to be on this planet anymore.
Yeah, if there's like no mental illnesses affecting him, if he's not like deeply depressed, if he's been talked to by doctors and therapists,
Right.
and they've like ran him through like all of it, like, well, why do you want to do this? Like, what's it all for? Like, don't you want to like live? Don't you like these things? If there's been like a full effort to try to change this person's mind, and still in a proper right state of mind, they say, I would not like to be alive anymore. I don't think I'm in a position to tell them what they can and can't do with their body. If they want to do that and they're in a proper state of mind after we've tried to get them to change their mind on this, I think they're more than welcome to go and do that. People can make that decision for themselves.
Well, unfortunately, they can't. I mean, a vibrant 20-year-old can't just unalive themselves. In America, that's illegal for them to do so, and they will be stopped. So, with that being said, I would even go further in this.
Well, I don't really care about legality. I care about morality. What's the wrong maker in this situation?
Okay, so here we go. So this is where I was going with that, with the morality sense, right? This is where I'm going with the morality sense. So somebody who's 20 years old, right, can very well change their mind in the future. One of the bad things, almost said bad things, but one of the things about people is that a lot of times we think the way we think right now is the way that we're always going to think. So we think that just because I think this way right now,
yeehaw! Thank you so much, Jenny.
Just eventually one day, I'm never going to wake up tomorrow or even a month, a year from now and think that maybe the way that I was thinking was wrong. The opinions and views that you have yourself right now very well could change 10, 15 years.
Yeah, they certainly could. I just don't know why I would deny somebody the right to do with their body what they want to do with their body. That if this is truly what somebody wants to do, and they've been properly informed and people have tried to change their mind, and I agree you can like fake laugh at it, but what you can't do is point out the wrong maker. What makes this situation wrong? I think medically assisted self-unaliving is like, it's a right. You're totally okay to do that if you're in a proper state of mind. I have no idea why you should be forced to exist if you don't want to exist.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I just, I don't think that making a statement that anybody should be able to just unalive themselves as long as they're in the right state of mind is actually a healthy thing to put out there in the world. I don't think that even telling young children that, to be telling young children, hey, because I mean, if it's right, this should be information that young kids should have. Like, hey, you should, if you're in the right state of mind, you should be able to why should you go on living? Just go ahead and take your own life.
We don't tell young children lots of things. We don't tell young children about a wide variety of things. For example, there's like lots of horrors in the world that we don't tell young kids, even though they're true. There's like, if we went through like the horrors of the Holocaust, I would be pretty fucked up if we told them like the worst of the worst thing that happened in the Holocaust when they were like 6 years old and traumatized them.
When did you learn about the Holocaust?
I learned about the Holocaust, but I didn't learn about like the excruciatingly horrific details until like my 20s.
Well,
I'm still learning new, more horrific details.
Yeah, I mean, well, how old are you again?
I'm 23.
23. Okay. So I mean, yeah, I mean, we were kind of educated in a different time period, but when I was educated, I mean, I learned about that stuff when I was like, I'd
Yeah,
say
we
like
learned about the
sixth grade.
Holocaust. They just didn't go into like graphic, horrific detail.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So I'll just finish saying what I'm saying. So the things that I learned about when I was when I was learning about the Holocaust, even slavery, you know, the way that my upbringing was and the people around me, they taught me about that stuff, the very, very excruciating things. I got taken to museums and stuff like that at a very, very young age that showed you all the graphic and gruesome things that were done to people. So this is just the way that I grew up when I was a young person.
Yeah, wait, and how
Okay.
old were you when this happened?
Like I said, about 11 or 12 years old.
So you think that 11 or 12 years old is like... So,
Yeah,
I just want to be
I
clear.
don't
So you
think
want to
11 or 12-year-olds
grandstand
should
about
be-
how it's like totally not okay to tell kids about like medically assisted, or to tell like an 11 to 12-year-old about medically assisted unaliving, but you're fine with them going to like the Schmolocaust Museum. Like, I think I'm fine with them like knowing about medically assisted unaliving. I don't want any kids to get medically assisted unaliving because they can't consent to it, because kids can't consent. But you can like certainly tell them that it's like a thing, it's like a feature of the world that some people do this. You can say, hey, grandma is getting dementia, or grandma is in early stages of dementia. She's not going to remember us, and she doesn't want to not remember us. So she's going to no longer be around after this day. I think that that's totally fine to tell kids about.
Yeah, you know, like I said, I just, you know, me personally, I just don't
Thank you
agree.
so
Now,
much, Leah.
I mean, once again, now, I mean, I think that even in that instance, I would say I'd be a little bit more agreeable to it when you're talking about an 80-year-old person who has onset dementia, or somebody who, you know, lost fully function of their body and can't do anything, or, you know, something like that. Sure, that makes sense. Which I think is also too kind of taking what I said to an extreme sense of saying, well, you should be able to do whatever you want to do with your body. So this is going specifically towards somebody who's 80 years old. But once again, so are you against somebody who's kids being lesbian?
It depends on, like, I would be against kids, like young kids doing sex acts with other kids, certainly. I think that there's like just an age appropriate, like there's an appropriate age for them to be experimenting on their own with other people.
When would that be?
And then you should, well, I don't know. I can just go off of my experience. When I was like 14, I got into my first like semi-sexual relationship with like another 14-year-old. That didn't feel like crazy to me. I don't know. I don't think that kids should be like, I think the parents should be like discouraging kids from having sex. I don't think that 14-year-olds should be like having sex per se. But I also think that we need to acknowledge the fact that this is what a lot of people around this age are going to be doing. That the average age that people lose their virginity is around like 16.
Around 16 years old, right? Now, so you think that that's okay and that's right? I'm just asking. Do you think?
Well,
that's okay
I don't really want to
16
give my
years
like
old?
stamp of approval as to like when it's like right or not right for like a kid to do schmexual things with other children. But what I will say is that it's like it's developmentally appropriate.
Developmentally appropriate. Do you think that a 16-year-old would have the ability to properly raise a child?
No, which is why I think that we should teach them sex ed.
Okay. So I mean, so now we're making some headway here. On
I don't think an 18-year-old has
the.
I don't think an 18-year-old has what it takes to raise a child either. To be fair,
I don't think so either. No, I would 100% totally agree. I would 100% totally agree. So once again, so I'm trying to get into this as far as when somebody like myself is saying that something is wrong. As we know multiple people, like there's people besides me and you who are having this conversation right now, right? Who are not going to think that what we just said is okay. They're gonna be like, there's some people out there that's gonna be like, yeah, 16 years old is totally fine if they have a kid or whatever. I did it. I was raised by a mother who was 16 years old. Oh, sure, I was raised by a parent who was 18 years old.
Yeah, well, it's a good thing those people aren't here, so I don't really care about what other people think.
No, I'm just once again, I'm just stating. So when we're having the conversation about whether something is right or wrong, everything that we're saying right here is not really based off of really any hardcore facts. Things that we're just saying about is just hardcore factual. This whole conversation is about feelings.
Wait, no, it is based on hardcore facts about the suffering that people who are lesbian like receive when people try to like send them to conversion therapy, or when people are mean to them, or like disapprove of the things that they're doing, or like the way that they are. There's like real harm being done when you said that, or when people say that they think being lesbian is wrong. It's like deeply discouraging to a lot of lesbians.
Now, Ian, I'm going to say something here. Now, it's just me personally, okay?
Yeah,
I can't speak for everybody else, okay? I don't think that anybody, because of their sexual orientation, their nationality, their race, or their origin, or anything for that matter, how much money they have, how much money they don't have, should be treated any kind of way any differently than any other human being. I don't think anybody should be beat down or discriminated against in any kind of way, or hurt or physically. I don't think any of those things are okay, or any of those things are cool.
Yeah, okay? Of course, I would assume so.
And I think that any sane and rational adult person should be able to say, okay, if I don't agree with something, I still can respect the person for who they are, even though I don't agree with them. I have plenty of people in my life that I actually know who are homosexual, that I don't agree with their practices, but I still am cool with them. We still hang out together. We still do things together. I understand not everybody has that kind of mentality, but I'm just saying that, it kind of puts a situation, even the young lady that's in here with us was saying something about straight allies that may not necessarily agree with their lifestyle, but still may treat them a certain way. You know what I'm saying? Treat them well, meaning.
Okay, but like, why do you think? Okay, wait. Giovanni, thank you so much for the $3 on Cash App for "Can I get a Hail Satan?" Hail Satan, appreciate that, Giovanni. Yeah, but like, why do you think that it's wrong? Is the question.
Well, that's what I was saying. That's just what I started off with originally, is based off of my personal beliefs that without the technology we have today, there wouldn't be any way to procreate or pass down the genetic information in order for our society to continue, or humanity to continue, if that was the norm practice that everybody practiced.
Yeah,
okay?
But you acknowledge that we wouldn't be able to have this conversation without the technology that we have today, so who cares? Like, it's not immoral to use technology.
Okay. Do you feel the same way about firearms?
In those circumstances, the bad thing is going to be like when you take somebody's life. So if you want to use firearms, if you want to,
I could use the phone to take somebody's life.
So I think that you should have if you want to use like your advanced firearm for like shooting paper, and like, getting like super accurate at the shooting range, I don't see what's wrong with that. But if you want to take your like super advanced firearm and like go to a school or like a mall and start unloading, then like obviously I'm going to take some pretty big moral issues with that. But the issue is not the technology, it's going to be the way that it's used.
How that is used. So that's what I'm saying. So in a sense, the technology and the way that we use it so far, I'm not necessarily saying that every aspect of social media or things of that nature is all wrong. I'm just thinking that there's the ways that we use it in a lot of ways can be harmful. And there are a lot of documentaries about this. Okay, there are a lot of ways that we use social media and things of that nature are harmful. So that's what I'm saying.
That's fine, but that's going to come down to the particulars. So why is using technology for reproduction particularly bad for lesbians?
Well, I think the experience of actually having a male figure in a household for a child is very important.
Can you prove that?
It's my personal beliefs.
Yeah, so that's an empirical claim, because if we actually look at the data on this topic, when we lay out all of the data, what we find is that there's actually no difference in the outcomes of children raised by two mothers than there is from children raised by a mother and a father. That it seems like we actually don't need the father figure in the household necessarily. What we need is like two parents.
And and this is just for my own personal benefit, so I can look into this information. Do I have to just self-research this, or do you have any kind of information you can give me so I can look that up?
Yeah, I can. Yeah, I'd be happy to give you the study.
Actually, I think I know the name of the study off the top of my head if you can't find it, Ian.
Yeah, go for it. Yeah, run it, Sam.
It's same-sex and opposite-sex parent and child outcomes. It's from the NIH.
So, you said NIH?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, thank you guys for all the gifts, by the way. I don't have my glasses on, so I can't see shit, but I see that my number isn't 0 anymore, so thank you guys.
It's 536. Let's get a
Thank
big
you.
W,
So-
$2 in the comment section.
Purr.
So I'm looking at this study here. Now this is just a brief glance at it. Now this is saying this is a study that was done between 95 female same-sex parents and 95 different sex parents households.
Yep.
Between the ages of 6 and 17 years old.
Yep.
Right? Okay, so between 6 and 17 years old. Now I'm just gonna state, and this is just, I don't know, do either one of you guys have kids?
No, but I'm not really sure why that would be relevant, but go for it.
Okay, I just want to know. I mean, because well, personal experience as far as raising kids would be relevant in this conversation. So I mean, it would hold some kind of relevance in this conversation.
No,
when
and
you're
so far
talking
as
about
so there's a
95
double bind. There's like a personal experience double bind. Either your personal experience is representative of reality, in which case you should have no problem providing a study for your personal experience that backs it up and says that this is like the reality of the situation, or it's not the reality of the situation, and I just don't care.
Well, you're talking about, this study that is done is based off of 95. Well, 95. So we're talking about. So we're talking about 190 people. 190 people. This is not a very large sample size of people that's being studied.
What do you think the average sample size for these kinds of studies are?
Well, I'm just going to say that I don't think that a lot of these studies are even worthy of actually being used.
What do you?
as
But that's not the
evidence of any
question. What do you
claim.
think that? What do you think that the average sample size for these kinds of studies are? Also, this just kind of
I mean,
misunderstands
probably something-
statistics. What matters is that it's a representative sample size. The actual number itself doesn't matter as long as it's representative of the general population. It's fine.
So that would mean that you're talking about people of different races, right? Different ages.
Yeah, just that it's like sampled properly.
In this 95, right? In
Yeah,
this 95
that
would
it's
have to
like
be.
sampled properly and proportionately. Yeah.
Okay. Now, what evidence do you have upon this study that actually shows that the sample was actually taken properly?
Yeah, just because it's going to be the scientific norm for all of this to be representative. Otherwise, you'd get like torn apart in the peer review process. Like you wouldn't get peer reviewed. You wouldn't get the peer review if it wasn't representative.
Okay. So based off the 95, it's just so basically the whole outcome is that a father not being in the home, basically a father is completely useless in having a child.
No, well, I mean, it's
what we're
so
coming
the
to
study
the
doesn't say.
understanding?
Let's not be a straw manning Steve. The study doesn't
I'm just
say like
asking the
men are
question. I'm not straw
useless,
manning
like men
anything.
are
I'm asking the
worthless. This study says that if you have two mothers, then these kids are gonna have roughly the same outcomes as if you have two fathers, or as if you have like a father and a mother rather.
So okay. So you're saying if there's two parents in the home, no matter what, it's all the outcome is going to be.
Not no matter what, but on average, like you can have like straight parents who like fuck up their kid, and you can have like gay parents who fuck up their kid. So it's not like a surefire thing. If you have two parents in the home, then it's like A-okay and everything's perfect. Just that it's like the probability that things turn out fine is equal.
Okay. Yeah. So, I mean, I guess if this study is 100% correct, I mean, I guess I would have no other choice than to concede. I guess according to the study, I would have no other choice than concede based off of the study,
Yeah, well, I appreciate that. Yeah.
right?
Do you,
Just based off the study itself.
yeah. Do you have anything else for us, or if not, well, then
Yeah, I mean, yeah, like I said, I think just only thing that I would say is just I think the whole conversation here really, I mean, even with the study that you just presented, and that's just talking about parenting wise. I still think the whole conversation is really just about feelings. It's really just a feeling conversation. Whether how you feel and how you actually present your argument is going to be based towards how you feel in your personal belief system, not necessarily towards a hardcore fact of something being right or wrong.
well, just that, like, if we accept basic axioms, like, people should suffer as little as possible. Like, we as a society should try to make people unnecessarily suffer as little as possible. Then that's going to lead us to thinking that people should be allowed to do what they want to do with their own bodies as long as they're like a consenting adult. Insofar
But
as
is
if
that
you
what we do in
prevent
our
people, if you
society?
restrict people's freedom, then that's going to make them pretty upset. And that's going to cause a lot of suffering to them. So if we want to get rid of this suffering, we just allow people. I think that people are going to know better than anybody else what they want in their lives. That I think a lesbian is going to know better than anybody else what kind of partner they want. I don't feel comfortable making claims about how other people ought live their lives, insofar as the way they live their lives aren't harmful. That if somebody wants to dedicate their lives to like collecting stamps, I really don't see what the problem is. And if somebody wants to love somebody who happens to be of the same sex, I don't really see the problem with that either.
Yeah, and like I said, I mean, I just even in the sense of the original topic of what I was talking about, as far as having a father in a home, or even just having a father in general, what we're talking about here is the spread of genetic material. That's what we're talking about, is the production of genetic material and having that move.
Okay,
That's the
but
conversation we're having.
yeah, but we can just they can do that via technology. Also, if somebody doesn't want to have kids, is it wrong if you don't want to have kids?
You can't actually procreate, you can't procreate. Either the
So
material
first of
just
all,
gave it to you, unless somebody just gave it to you.
they can procreate. They can just use like IVF or whatever. And also, is it wrong to not want kids? Like if you're like a monk who takes a vow of celibacy to dedicate your life to like Jesus or religion or whatever, and because you take a vow of celibacy, you never have kids, is that wrong?
Would I say that that's wrong? Yeah, I would say so. Yeah.
Gotcha. I think that that's an absurdity. I think that if somebody
Yeah,
doesn't want to have kids,
I
so
think
you
it'd be
think,
selfish.
do you think that these people should be forced? Excuse me. Do you think these people should be forced to have kids?
No, I don't know about forced. Like you mean like physically forced?
That there should be like
'Cause
some
now you're
kind of
talking
legal
about something
penalty
else.
for them not having kids.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah,
And what do you
yeah,
think the
I think
legal
so.
penalty? What do you think the legal penalty for
Fines.
not having kids is, or kids should be?
Fines. Yeah, it should be
You think
like
that
a
you should be
fine.
fined for not having a kid?
Yeah, you should be fined.
And I mean that just sounds insane to me.
I mean, we put
Handmaid's
fines on some
Tale?
crazy
What the
stuff.
fuck are we doing? What type
I mean, I'm
of...
just saying we find people for less in our society. We find people for
Yeah,
way
and that's
less than
bad,
that.
and we shouldn't.
I mean, I'm just saying. Well, once again, now that's something else we go into. That's subjective, right?
Yeah, but
Or
it's
whether or not somebody
consistent.
should or shouldn't be fined for something.
It can be subjective, but it's consistent to say, well, that's bad. And if you find somebody
Well,
for
you're
not
being
having kids,
consistent.
that's also bad.
Right, but on their side of the argument, they would be inconsistent in saying, well, that's good, and it's good for them to be.
Yeah,
fining
so you
people for
can
whatever
you
they
can say that
deem
they
the
should
fine
be
for.
fined. That's just crazy, though. That's insane. That's like a wildly unpopular opinion. Like my moral intuitions,
I mean,
differ from that like
maybe
dramatically.
that's why I'm not in politics, I guess. I mean, maybe that's why I'm not in politics. I don't think everybody has the right to be a politician.
Wait. Wait, okay. So I'm assuming you're saying that what, forcing people to have kids will lead to like the betterment of society in some way? Is that why you want that to happen?
That it will lead to the betterment of society. I mean, yeah, sure, that would be a start. That'd be a
Okay, well,
start
what is your
of bettering
reasoning
society.
behind legally forcing people to have children?
Like I said, I think one to put more people in the workforce, put more people into the economy.
Yeah, we need more cogs for the machine.
up.
Let's get more cogs
That's
for the
right.
machine.
This
Pump it out,
is
man.
Jeff Bezos's
Pump it out.
wet
Yeah,
dream.
we need more Amazon drivers. Can we get some more Amazon drivers, please?
Yeah. Hey, you know
Okay,
what?
so
Maybe
why do you
even more
value
teachers.
more
I'm Jeff
people
I mean, I wouldn't
Bezos,
say
and I
Amaz-
approve this
I wouldn't say
message.
necessarily Amazon drivers.
Why do you value more people being put into the workforce?
Well, for many different reasons. I mean, one, our infrastructure as we know it, in about, I don't know, probably about 30, 40 years, unless we do some serious overhaul on robotics, is going to be, I mean, that's going to be, I mean, and even then, if you don't have anybody to work on the robots, that's going to be a whole nother thing.
Yeah, I mean,
So,
if you
not
want your
having-
infrastructure to get less, or if you want infrastructure to last longer, then you could use it less. And a way to use it less would be to have less kids.
But even
Well, I
aside
mean,
from
not
that,
necessarily, 'cause the
having
people still got to get around. We have a lot of people here in the
Yeah,
U.S.
well, yeah, but if you
Okay,
had more
but-
people, then the infrastructure is going to get used more.
But
Correct,
also,
yeah.
forcing
But that-
people
but
to
that's
have
other
kids
people to
wouldn't even mean that
quicker.
we'd have more people in the workforce. Like, just because people are having more kids doesn't necessarily mean that we will have more workers, or even that they'll be good workers.
Do you think- wait,
Because
do you
if
think
we're
we should
forcing people to
repeal-
have kids and that you won't be fined?
I'm sorry,
like,
Sam.
Well,
I got ahead of
People that
myself.
are-
hopefully
it's-
more
it's
people will
okay.
actually become teachers.
Do you think we
Hopefully
should
more
get rid of
people
child
become
labor
teachers and
laws?
things of that nature.
Do you think we should get rid of child
Right.
labor laws?
That we should get rid of child labor
Do you think?
laws?
Yeah. Do you think we should get rid of child labor laws? Get these kids in the workforce. they've been
no.
spending time in the
No,
wrong
absolutely
minds.
not.
Am I right?
No, when it comes to child labor, there's other things that go into factor rather than just having a warm body, because you're talking about like not having the ability to lift certain things or getting your arms amputated or cut off and things of that nature from like accidents, work accidents, having the mental fortitude or knowledge to be able to use certain machinery and stuff like that. There's a lot that goes into that. So no, I wouldn't take away the child labor laws at all.
Gotcha.
Right,
but
I don't understand this argument because, as it stands right now, with the amount of children that we have currently, resources are already not being properly allocated. So even if we did force people to have kids, this would include lower income people too. Those children would probably not grow up to be teachers, and if they were, considering the resources they have, they wouldn't be very good teachers. So if anything, this would be like a net negative for society.
Well, interestingly enough, the lower income people having kids is not really their problem. Okay, because the lower income people are actually reproduce more than the high income people. And that's just a
Right,
fact.
but you want to force them though. And they wouldn't
They
be
wouldn't
able
have
to
to be
opt out of this
forced.
because they wouldn't
That's
be
what I'm
able to
saying.
pay the fine.
But that's what I'm saying. They wouldn't have to be forced because they're naturally going to do it anyway. They're naturally going to
Well,
do it
not
anyway.
necessarily.
It's
The way
people-
that things
it's
are
actually the
trending
people-
right now is that in Gen Z and millennials, they're actually having less children or are waiting a longer time to have children because of how fucked up the economy is. So that trend might have been seen generations before, but we don't know if that trend's going to continue. And if it is, it'll be to a lot lesser of a degree. So this will just fuck everything up.
Yeah, I mean, even still, as of now, 2024, lower income people are still, and that trend's still going to carry on, because I mean, once again, they've done lots of studies on this stuff. I hope you will look at some of these studies that they've done on this. But when people are in lower impoverished neighborhoods and things of that nature, they actually do procreate more, and it's just it's a thing. They just procreate more.
Right, but how
than the
would this
people in the
help
higher-
society?
So the people who are in the higher income brackets, the people who are going to colleges and things of that nature, they will be actually the ones who are being forced. The people who are the lower income people would automatically be doing that anyway.
Okay,
So they'd be forced to
so
have kids.
I apologize for the interruption. Is
Oh,
it
no
okay if I
worries.
speak for someone who is also Gen Z? I was born in 2000, so I would like to speak on this when it comes to producing life and bearing children. So I don't really think it's going to be necessary for me. There's no necessary obligation that tells me or informs me that I should be obligated to have children. I think it's in my own interest, my own intuition, and my awareness that I'm not necessarily ready to have children yet. So I'm not sure why this is even an argument to why that it would be wrong.
Why it would be wrong to not have kids?
I mean, if you're making the argument that low-income people, that also include myself, should also be forced to have children anyway. I don't really see like your notion, besides your argumentation, would just be that at least that my demographic of people would just be obligated to have children. I don't think it's necessary for me, at least, to have children yet. Maybe I want to have that someday. I'm considering that, but I don't think I'm ready for that
I
right
think
now.
you kind of, I see what you're saying, but I think you kind of misunderstand what I'm saying because the obligation on your end, somebody who's in your demographic, would be an arbitrary obligation in the first place. Because, like I said, you're going to do it anyway.
How would
You're
you,
going to do it
like, can
anyway.
you elaborate on that?
9 times out of 10. 9 times out of 10. In the situation that you're in a lower income, there's going to be a higher chance that you actually procreate than somebody who is in a higher tax bracket or somebody who's in a high income earner. And at this
I
point in
don't
time in
really see how
society.
I don't really see how this would be true. Can you elaborate on like what you mean by that?
So, like I said before, they've done some studies before, and I wish I had the info. And I've watched a lot of different studies on this. There's a lot of people who talk about this. I know Cornel West was one person that actually talked about this as well. That when it comes to lower income neighborhoods, lower income environments, these people actually push out more kids. This is why when you look at, for example, I don't know if can I say the A word, the abortion word? Can I say that word?
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah.
Okay, so abortions, for example, happen more frequently in lower income neighborhoods than they do in places where there are high income neighborhoods and the higher income places because they're having sex at a much more rapid pace.
Wait, I don't think this is a difference in
I don't think
sex.
you
I'm pretty sure this is a
understand.
difference in access to birth control and like a difference in access to like sex ed.
Maybe. But when you have, once again, when you have Planned Parenthood in the neighborhood, it's not necessarily that you don't have the ability to get, the things you need for birth control.
It's not like it's like a free process.
I
Well, it's
also feel
not
like this is
free,
going to
but
be like
healthcare.
limited information, because what you're saying is that people who are like low income are likely to engage in like special behavior that entails like procreation. I don't really see how this would be true, honestly. That doesn't seem to follow up with the outcome.
It doesn't follow what outcome.
That they're like, okay, so the premise one would just be low income people are likely to reproduce, and that I think that the second premise would be that low income people are likely to reproduce anyway, or at a higher rate, excuse me. So therefore, they're going to reproduce at a high rate. This doesn't seem to likely follow. Maybe I don't understand. Like, maybe if I'm misunderstanding the argumentation here.
I just think that I think I'm a bit lost as to where this what this has to do with like the lesbian issue.
I don't even understand myself. I was like,
it really,
wait, what
we
is
really kind of got into a place of having an argument.
Okay. I'm sorry. I forgot.
thing.
But Teresa, thank you so much for the $5 on Cash App. W Teresa in the comment section. But Teresa wants to know what age should we be fined for not having kids?
What age? I'd say by the age of 30. If you ain't procreated by the age of 30.
30?
Let's just say 30 years old. Yeah,
30?
That's
by the age of
that's
30?
a generous window. Man, that's a pretty generous window.
That's
30 is
insane.
insane.
That's
Insane.
crazy.
Come on, man. That is a generous
30?
window.
My mom had me when she was like
time to go
40.
to the club and party and all that stuff. 40?
Yeah, my
I'm
mom
cutting
had
in
me
half
when
if
she
you
was
go
like
35.
40 and my dad was like 10 years older. 30 is insane.
We'll cut it in half. Hey, we'll cut it in half and go 35.
That's like I think putting an age on it is like crazy. That these are like crazy. Well, I mean, like the tax itself is crazy, but
They can't just go on forever though.
And even then, like, if we did decide that, oh, you have to have kids by 35 or you're gonna get fined, this means that people are likely to have children at a time where they're not prepared to in order to avoid however much this fine would be. Do you know how irresponsible that is?
Yeah.
The children would be treated like shit.
I mean, you have to at least get one. I mean, listen.
No,
I'll put it
you
like
don't
this.
actually.
Hold on a second. I'm gonna put it like this. I'm gonna put it like this. Okay, let's say for an example.
Don't have to just have
I don't know
one.
where you guys. I don't know where you guys live at, but I live in the place where I live in. You have to have a vehicle for the most part in order to get around. Okay, you have to. Like you're not going to be able to just work at a place and go walk miles and miles and miles away to get to a job. You're just not. So you're going to have a vehicle. Okay. So having that knowledge in hand that you have to have a vehicle, the preparation for you to go get a vehicle and the things that you're going to do to have to maintain that vehicle is just something that's just part of our society, or at least where I live. I don't know if it's the same thing as where you are. There's some places you can just walk everywhere. Okay. So with that being said, if you know ahead of time that, hey, I'm going to be fined by the age of 35 if I don't have a child, then yeah.
But that doesn't make it just.
Just like we do with everything else.
That's the contention, that doesn't make it just. That I could make a rule that at 35, either your left hand or your right hand is going to be chopped off, and you have an entire life to decide which hand of yours is going to be chopped off. But that doesn't make chopping hands off morally justified because you had time to.
Yeah.
Now, Ian, we're talking about something else now.
It doesn't make it justified because you have time to think about it.
You're saying something else though now, because now I never said that it'd be morally justified. You just asked me what I would do. Okay, I'm just saying I never said it'd be morally justified.
I think it would be
So you admit that your position is immoral.
No, I'm just saying. I would say that it might be dicey. It could go either way.
Right, but I think you're just also disregarding ethical and not financial considerations that come into play. I think you're obligating people by the age of 30. If they don't have a vehicle by then, that'll be like a criminalization. Like you would not make that permissible. Like this doesn't seem. I don't know.
Well, don't get too worked up about it. I'm not running for president or anything like that, so it's all good. You gotta get
I don't really think that's the issue. I think you're making the argumentation that people are obligated, or this is the necessary requirement that people by age 30. I never said that. Then wait, what is your
asked me what I thought. He just asked me once again. Well, the conversation was between me and Ian. Me and Ian he just asked me what I thought about it. There was never an argument about whether or not I thought this was morally right or or what people ought to do or what they should do. He just asked me what I thought about the scenario, and I gave him my answer.
That is the entire point of the debate.
Completely different way.
Sam, am I being
the whole point of the debate. The whole point, you are very much being gaslit, actually, bestie. The whole point of a debate, philosophically, is to debate morals. You're debating and defending a moral claim. The whole conversation is morals. The whole thing.
Well, as I see it right now, I think that most of us are operating from a place. I would say most people at this point are operating from a place where it's morally subjective on certain things. So some people may think that certain things are right.
That's not the point.
I don't think that anyone's claiming that morals are
so then once again, so with that being said, if I say that I think that something is right, if morality is subjective, you have no grounds to stand on to say that what I'm saying is necessarily wrong.
Oh, wait, so it's not. So it's not that it's wrong. So if we parse out moral language, when I say, schmurder is wrong, what I'm actually saying, what the semantical content of the sentence is that I think that schmurder is wrong, or I believe that it's wrong, or I feel that it's wrong. It's something like that, some subjective preference. So when you say that it would be right to tax people for not having kids, to fine people for not having kids, you say what you're essentially saying is that you feel like it would be wrong to tax, or that it would be morally justified to tax people for not having kids, or that you think that it would be good to tax people for not having kids. And then the critique of that is just, you're weird. You're weird. It's weird that you think that. It's weird that you believe that. It's weird that you feel that way. That's a weird thing to think.
Dang. Oh man, dang! I didn't call you weird or nothing, man. That's messed up.
It's weird.
It's like, yeah, it entails like a position that you hold that that usually goes out of the way of like going against other people's autonomy and their own wishes, included mine. That we
Well,
are
I don't have the, I
children.
don't, well, I don't have the ability to do that though. I don't have the ability to go against somebody else's bodily autonomy.
No, but
Actually,
your
it's
own
illegal for me to
position
go.
does
It's
that.
illegal. Yeah, I don't have
Your
the ability
position
to do that.
entails
So
that.
how right, my position, my quote unquote position or how I feel or my perspective on things does not have the ability to do anything physically to anybody unless it is enforced into a law where there's enforcement behind it. But me just having a thought process of how I feel about something does not do to anything to anybody.
I don't really think
It
that's
doesn't do
also
anything to
necessary
anybody.
because thoughts can also be like covert, but that doesn't necessarily mean that just because it's not being implemented within like systems or like legislation doesn't necessarily mean that it cannot be judged upon. You still can be, or like your worldview would just be also open to interpretation.
Well, it is open to interpretation. What are you talking about?
Right. So therefore, I'm saying to you that I can like, you're just. I don't think you're making any sense here.
Wait, do you have anything else?
Okay.
Otherwise, I'll probably move on to the next guest.
No, yeah, go ahead, man.
Heavy
You all
on
good.
that.
Go ahead.
Yeah, well, appreciate you coming on up here, and definitely Blue, appreciate you coming up here as well.
No problem. I am going to drop. Thank you for.
All right. Make sure you're double tapping on that screen, sharing it with your friends. Make sure you're dropping a follow to both me and Sam. If you want to support the stream, the Venmo is allegedly -Ian, and the Cash App is just allegedly Ian. Appreciate any and all support. Thank you all so much. And with that, we can go to the very next guest. If you're in that guest request box, make sure you're 18 or older, and that you think that being lesbian is wrong. If you're 18 or older and you want to join the community, there's a link to the Discord in my bio. I'd love to see you there. We read philosophy papers, or we're going to. It's the plan, and we're gonna do a little reading group on Saturday. We're gonna read them and do like a book club type thing on Saturday. This week we're doing, I think it's called "Logical Problems of Evil and Free Will Defenses" by Graham Oppie. So that's exciting. I love that paper. It's a good paper. But come and join. I'd love to see you there as we try to get literally any guest up in here. Hey, what's up? How's it going?
Good, how are you?
How old are you?
18.
And what year were you born?
2005.
Okay, and do you think being lesbian is wrong?
Yeah.
Why?
Because two girls shouldn't be together. They can't have kids.
Do you think that it's wrong? Are you a Christian by any chance?
Yes.
Do you think it was wrong for Jesus to not have any kids?
Jesus couldn't have any kids. He didn't have the time to have kids. He had other things to be doing.
Oh, but was it
gay
wrong
wasn't
for
on
him
the agenda,
to...
though.
What if these lesbians don't have the time to have kids?
Do what?
What if these lesbians don't have the time to have kids?
Well, they don't have the time because they're not making the time. Like, they're being lesbian.
And yet Jesus doesn't have the time because he's not making the time. He's literally an all-powerful deity. He can just make the fucking time.
Well, he was the kid of a divine being, and he was here doing good and miracles on the earth. And you're comparing that to somebody waking up and deciding that they don't want to have kids. They want to just be gay.
Yeah, well, that's well. First of all, it's not a decision, but second of all,
It would be a
the
decision.
exact that's going to be the exact problem. Insofar as Jesus had the power to do anything, and he didn't have kids, but you think that that's fine. But like a lesbian might just might not have kids, and then like that's not fine. So it seems like for one, you'll say that it's totally fine to not have kids, and then for the other, you'll say no, you definitely need to be having kids. So which is it? It seems like we have a double standard.
Well, I don't think that them not having kids is like doing the world any good. I mean, and you said, I want to tackle something earlier. You said that like them not having the choice to be gay, like it's absolutely a choice. I don't know what you're talking about there.
Do you have any proof?
Yeah. Like
prove it. Let's see it.
So I like women, right? Like,
Yeah.
That's my stance. It's because I wake up in the morning and I decide, hey, I'm going to go enjoy time with my girlfriend.
Yeah. Would
So
you
it would be
would you to prove us all wrong, go and have sex with a guy right now?
I'm actually sitting in a room with my roommate, and I'm not gonna have sex with my roommate. That would be
Wait, just choose to. Just choose to. If it's a choice, just choose to.
Well, I'm choosing not to though, so it's either the choice to or the choice not
Wait,
to.
wait, but
Right,
so you
but
need
you're
to.
saying that you could though.
Yeah,
So
you
then
can.
go do it.
Yeah, go over there and give him a little kiss.
Well, of course I could do
Yeah.
that, but why the fuck would I do that? Like I'm not.
Yeah, well,
gay.
you actually
you
can't
said you
choose to
could
do that
choose
because no matter
to.
how hard you try to will yourself, there's gonna be like something deep inside of you, this like no stop feeling, which is gonna prevent you from doing that. But if you wanna prove that it's a choice, then turn your camera on, go over and kiss your roommate right now.
I'm not gonna kiss my roommate because
Yeah,
I'm
because it's
choosing
not a
to do
choice.
that. No, it's because I'm choosing not to do it.
What could you choose to do it?
Okay. So actually, what is a choice, guest?
Choice would be something that I am willingly doing.
Okay, something you're willingly doing, right? So then you could willingly go give your roommate a smooch and let us all watch.
But I could also willingly choose to not do that.
Our claim is that you cannot actually willingly go over there and do that. You need to prove that you can go over there and do that.
But I don't want to. I'm choosing not to.
Exactly. And a lesbian
crazy
doesn't
work.
want to.
Doesn't want to what?
Doesn't want to be with a man.
Okay, correct. Because they're choosing to not be with a man.
Wait, no, it's not because they're
'cause
choosing
you
not
just said-
to.
You just said I'm choosing to not kiss my
because
roommate.
you said that you
know
wouldn't
what?
go over there and kiss your roommate because you don't want to. So the want precedes the choice. The choice does not precede the want. So they don't want to do it. Therefore, they're not going to do it. That it's not a choice. In the same way that you can't,
Yeah.
you are incapable of choosing to go up and kiss your roommate. These lesbians are incapable of going and living a life with a man.
Okay, I don't know what words I can use because I don't know what's quote unquote TikTok friendly. Can I say like a murderer?
You should say like unaliver.
An unaliver. Okay.
Yeah. I agree. The words are stupid, but yeah.
Okay, so
Very
let's
cringe.
say an unaliver. Are you saying the unaliver chooses to unalive everybody, or he doesn't choose that? He's just born to be an unaliver.
Well, in this case, I'm going to say that it's a choice insofar as, it's like he could have easily not done it. But for the lesbian, I'm going to say that there's like hard mental barriers that's going to make it impossible. These are the same mental barriers that make it impossible for you to go up and kiss your roommate right now, which is why to this moment you still haven't kissed your roommate.
Correct, because I'm choosing to not do that.
Wait, but I'm disputing that. I'm saying you're not choosing not to do it, that you couldn't choose to do it if you wanted to, that no matter what, you couldn't choose to go over there and kiss your roommate.
Okay, well, let me ask you another question. So you're a guy and you're debating why being lesbian is wrong. Why are you even debating that?
Because it's an important issue.
To who?
To lesbians. Because there's still people who think that it's
choosing to be
wrong. It's like for no reason. It's ridiculous. It's like one of the like least justifiable positions that people hold. It's like insanity. Also, not a man, but that's like too deep of a rabbit hole. So
You're not a man?
yeah.
Serving.
What are you?
I'm non-binary.
What does that mean? I've
true,
heard that,
bestie.
but I've never.
Okay, so you probably understand yourself as a man. You probably, at some point in your past, you probably felt emasculated. I don't understand myself to be a man. I also don't understand myself to be a woman. I just don't really think that I fit into like either of these categories.
Well, I felt emasculated when I was born with a body part. Is that not how it works for everybody?
You felt emasculated when you were born with a body part?
Yeah, like I have a male body part, so I feel like a man.
Oh no!
Oh,
So
I
it's going to
don't-
be like a
that's not
social
what
category. Wait,
emasculate
because
means.
presumably at the point in your life when you felt emasculated, this didn't involve your body part. I mean, sometimes it can, but very often it doesn't. It has nothing to do with like body parts. It has everything to do with like a social occurrence. Like if you get beat up in front of the girl you like, that would be pretty emasculating.
Yeah, that would suck.
Yeah. But that has nothing to do with your body part. That's like there's like a social category, and you think that you fit into it, but then this is like evidence that you actually aren't this thing, and your brain is like struggling to reconcile that you think of yourself as a man, but also you like fail to like live up to it to like such a degree. Whereas I just like don't understand myself in this way or the other way either. So
Okay, so why is being lesbian right? Can we start there?
it's not right. I would never claim that it's right.
So then, how could it be wrong if it's not right? And I mean, how could
Yeah.
it not be wrong if it's not right in the first place?
Because there's some things that are amoral. They're neither like moral nor immoral. Like if I like the color blue, if I mow the grass, this isn't right. It's also not wrong.
Is it wrong to unalive somebody
Yeah.
because that's your morals or what?
Yeah.
So that would be in a different category entirely.
Yeah.
Okay, so how are you supposed to say if being lesbian is wrong if you're claiming it's something that's amoral anyway?
Because we have a difference of views, because presumably you think it's wrong.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, so we're just trying to figure out like why is that the case? Because I think it's neither of these things. I think that I think adults should have the ability to do with their body whatever they want to do with other adults who are consenting. That if you want to get your like 10 friends together and play like Dungeons and Dragons, you should do that. And if you want to get your like 11 friends together and have a big orgy, you can do that too. It's up to you. I think that this is nobody's business but the people involved.
Interesting.
So why is it wrong?
So here's my thing. This is kind of warped, but whatever. If you're lesbian, like, cool, like you do you, right? Like unless it's actively being pressed on me, like I do not care. But it's the people that are gonna like rub the gayness in your face. Like that's where it gets all over me. Like,
I don't really know what that means. What do you mean by that? Do you feel the same way when like if there's like a TV show and there was like straight people there, or there was like a person who was like making out with like there was like a guy who was making out with his girlfriend, would you feel the same way about that?
yeah, like if I'm watching something on TV, like I don't want to be watching two dudes making out.
But do you want to be watching like a guy and a girl making out?
I mean, I don't like to see either. I don't really like to see it either way. But
I think that's fair enough. I don't like seeing either way. I certainly don't want to like be walking down the street and seeing either like two girls making out or like a guy and a girl making out. I think that's weird, and that you should just like find a place. You should get a room. Yeah, I agree.
If I'm out in public and I see a guy and a girl making out, it's like, ew, like do it somewhere else. But like if I see a girl and a girl making out, it's like, what the fuck are you doing with yourself?
Oh, I feel like you should have the same reaction. Why do you have a different reaction?
Well, because like guy on girl is like normal, and girl on girl and guy on guy is not.
Well, it's also like it's abnormal to have red hair, but do you have like a strong reaction? Do you have like an ick reaction whenever you see someone with red hair?
Yes, actually, I do not like people with red hair.
Low key based. Wait, let me come up with a better example.
I had a feeling I was gonna say that actually.
Yeah. I don't know. You're kind of cooking with that one. What's something that's okay? Wait. So the majority of the population like goes on TikTok lives and debates. But do you think it's like weird when people go on TikTok lives and debates?
No,
left-handed. Yeah. Do you think it's weird when someone's like left-handed?
Left-handed. Yeah. Yeah.
And do you get like an ick feeling for left-handed?
Yeah.
Come on, that seems. I think this is cap.
What about the left-handed? Can you give me an example? Like
yeah, you just like you have a friend and they say, "Oh, I'm left-handed. I hate it how all of these desks are right-handed."
Oh, you mean like left-handed, like your actual body? Like I write with my left hand.
The fuck are you talking about?
I thought you meant like left-sided for a minute. Hold on, that's on me.
The fuck do you mean left-sided?
What does that mean?
Am I not allowed to say that?
What does left-sided mean?
Like people that lean toward the left. I thought that's what you were talking about for a second.
You're going to hell. You're going to hell.
No, yeah, people whose like bodies, like their physical bodies, they're left-handed. Like their left hand is their dominant hand.
I mean, I think that they were
Jail.
just like that's how they were made. Like their left hand is their dominant hand. Like that's just they can't really
Yeah.
change that.
Yeah, same thing with lesbians. Yeah.
No, it's not the same with lesbians.
You should
not at
talk
all.
to a lesbian. Like they'll give you a story about like I don't know. I'll share you a story that my like debate coach gave me. That at the age of like 6, they were with the neighbor girl in the closet, like making out. Like see, and this is like a crazy diehard lesbian. And most of these people know who they are from a very young age.
How young were they again?
They were like 6 or something. They weren't like hardcore making. They were like kissing or whatever. Which, you know, is weird. I don't know.
But
Probably,
why-
kids probably shouldn't be doing that, but whatever. Regardless, it seems
Yeah, I
like
don't-
people probably know who they are.
I don't know. I think that's pretty weird.
You can say it's weird, but like these people, the fact of the matter is that these people do know who they are. They know their attractions from a pretty young age.
Yeah, I mean, at that age, I probably knew I was into girls, but like I
Yeah.
wasn't making out with them in closets.
Yeah.
That's old.
Well, yeah, it's because it was like a
fine.
little secret.
It's not really a secret. It's just not something I was doing when I was 6.
Well, yeah, but for like the lesbian who was 6, it needed to be a secret because of homophobia.
Yeah, it should be a secret
It shouldn't be a secret. Why should it be a secret?
because it's weird.
Do you think left-handed is weird? What do you?
I think
I think lots of things are weird. I don't think that means that they need to like go away and like never come back. I think it's weird if you like mushrooms. If you like eating mushrooms, I think that's weird. I don't think that all the people who eat mushrooms need to be like driven out of society.
No, so I weird and odd might mean the same thing. But like I have different views on them. Like I think that weird is something like lesbians or gays, but I think odd would be like left-handed people or mushroom on pizza or pineapple, like stuff like that.
I'm gonna need like a distinction. What makes these things different?
So you got stuff that's like weird as in like wrong weird, and you got stuff that's in odd like on the fence weird.
This just seems like question begging. It seems like you're just like, well, you know, it's wrong because it's like weird wrong. Why is it weird wrong?
It's wrong between like it's wrong because like a guy should be with a girl because of reproduction purposes.
Okay, but what about, do you think it's wrong for somebody to be like a nun?
I mean, that's their thing. I mean,
Yeah, and being lesbian is their thing, yeah.
Is that pretty?
Damn, is your RA knocking? Hi, RA. Oh, we got a runner.
Bye, RA.
Bye, RA. Yeah. They have alcohol. They have alcohol.
Please.
Make sure you're double tapping on that screen, sharing it with your friends. Make sure you're dropping a follow as
Course
well.
lights under the bed.
Yeah. If you want to support the stream, the Venmo's allegedly -Ian and the Cash App is just allegedly Ian. Both are in my bio. Appreciate any and all support. Thank you all so much. With that, we'll go to the next guest. Truly, thank you so much. Appreciate that. Glim, thank you. Peeled like a grape indeed. Oh, I'm bringing up too many people. Jaden, what's up? How's it going? How old are you?
I hate faggots.
Oh, that's too bad. That's not very Tamir of you. They probably dress a lot better than you. If you ever like wanted to dress better, it's like a good way to. It's a good starting point. They probably make like much better music than you too.
That cannot be denied. The gays make excellent music.
Hey, what's up? How's it going? I accept your surrender. Folded like a chair. Scrambled like an omelet. What's up, Lucas? How's it going?
Good, how are you?
Yeah, how old are you?
I'm 18.
What year were you born?
2005. Sorry, I'm a little sick.
I can never tell. Alright, do you think being lesbian's wrong?
Yes, I do.
Okay, and why is that?
Well, if you read the Bible, hold on, me.
What year did you graduate high school?
Yes?
What year did you graduate high school?
Oh, I dropped out of high school.
What year should
What
you
year
have
did you drop
graduated
out of
high
high
school?
school?
Thank you so much for the subscription. Welcome.
2020. I mean, excuse me, not 2020. What was it, 2021, I think.
And what age were you when you dropped out of high school?
16.
Okay. That's all we need.
Yeah, hell the fuck no.
No, that's a good one. That's a good one. Doing the...
Trying to do the quick maths.
Hey, what's
Crazy
up,
work.
Alistair? How's it going?
I'm 32. I'm just gonna let you know that I was born in 1992, graduated in 2010. The only reason that I believe that lesbianism is wrong is because of the government movement in the 60s, where it was the family, the home, and being a lesbian goes against that because you can't repopulate as, a lesbian couple.
There's tons of lesbians who have families, and there's tons of straight couples who don't have families. So it seems like the thing that you're taking issue with is not starting a family, not being lesbian.
No.
But also, I'm not really sure why that's like morally relevant. I don't think it's wrong if you don't want to start a family. Like if somebody takes an honest assessment of themselves and says, "Hey, I don't think I'd make a very good parent," and then they don't have kids because they don't want to like fuck a kid up. That's fair. That's reasonable.
Reason that people believe this is wrong. I'm not saying that it is wrong, because I have lesbian friends. I love them to death. They're my greatest friends. Okay,
And just don't do other things to them to death. Okay.
yeah, and typically I defend them when I hear lesbian is wrong. It's not wrong. You're gonna love who you love.
Oh, well, I'm sorry. It seems like we're really only looking for people who think that it is wrong. So only request to join if you think that being lesbian is wrong. If you don't think that being lesbian is wrong, I'm not going to talk to you. What's up? How's it going?
Hi, good evening.
Yeah, how old are you?
Sorry?
How old are you?
I'm 39.
Okay, and do you think being lesbian is wrong?
Yes, I think it's wrong.
Why?
It's wrong because I think it's not it's what it's referred to as an unnatural affection.
And when you say unnatural, people mean like lots of different things by this. Do you mean that it doesn't occur in nature? Do you mean that it's like statistically uncommon? Do you mean that it's harmful? Do you mean that it's like unhealthy? Which of these things do you mean by which specific thing do you mean when you say unnatural? What definition of unnatural are you using?
Unnatural because we as human beings, we were made to come together to procreate. And I'll give you an example. If you take two straight couples and put them on an island and leave them there for the next 50 years, you take a lesbian couple, you put them on an island and let them be there for the next 50 years. You take a gay couple, put them on an island for the next 50 years and come back and check. When you come back and check in the next 50 years, you're going to find bones or probably graves.
Well, it's a good thing that we aren't two lesbian couples on an island. So why is it wrong in our society to be lesbian?
It works against nature.
Oh,
right?
but so in what way? But I'm still asking you for a definition of natural. When you say natural, what do you mean by that? What's your definition of natural?
As every living creature is supposed to have the ability to procreate.
Do you know what I'm sorry to be so condescending, but I've just asked like twice. Do you know what a definition is? I'm asking for a definition, and it seems like you just don't know what that word is.
What definition?
You don't even remember which word I'm asking you a
You mean the
definition for?
unnatural affection?
I'm asking you,
Unnatural
do
affection
you know
because
what a definition is?
yeah,
Okay,
unnatural
can you
because
give me a definition of natural?
natural is something which is born out of nature.
Oh, gotcha. So there's tons of lesbians in nature. There are some species that are 100% female. Selena, thank you so much for the $3 on Cash App. W Selena in the comment section. And then same-sex couples have been formed throughout like 500 different species of mammals. So this is a thing that takes place in nature. But plus, we don't see things in nature running around doing TikTok debates. Does that mean that TikTok debates are wrong?
I don't understand why you're taking this conversation to be honest.
Do you have a response to any of that?
Sorry?
Do you have a response to any of what I just said, or is it just laughter?
Well, I don't really understand where you're taking it to. Let's take it to the lesbian question.
Yeah,
Okay.
we are. So I'm saying that there are
reasons.
lesbians in nature, and that there isn't TikTok debates in nature, which means that if your standard for something being right or wrong is being in nature, that means that you're going to say that being lesbian is fine and that TikTok debates are bad.
No, I don't think it's related in that manner.
Perfect. So then you would conclude that being lesbian isn't wrong, or that at least that the reason why to you being lesbian is wrong isn't because it's unnatural.
I'm coming first of all, I'm speaking from the background of being a Christian, okay? I'm a believer of God.
Do you think it was wrong for Jesus to not have kids?
Well, Jesus came here for a purpose. Jesus came here to set a path for us to follow, all right? And then he came to sacrifice. He came here as a ransom sacrifice for our sins, okay? And then to set a standard for us to live, for those who want to have an everlasting life.
Mm-hmm. And lesbians came here for phenomenal lesbian sex. But do you think it's wrong that Jesus didn't have kids?
Well, I'm saying that the life of Jesus had been prophesied. Jesus was being spoken about for ages, all right, as the Messiah. So he came to fulfill a purpose, and his purpose was to come and die for our sins.
Not Maddie, thank you so much. Appreciate that.
Yeah, he came to set a standard for us. Okay, and Jesus Christ lived in heaven before he came here. All right? He came here to die because Adam and Eve, who were perfect humans,
Selena, thank you so much for the $4 on Cash App. W Selena in the comment section. But Selena wants to know, do you think it's wrong when someone's infertile?
Sorry?
Do you think it's wrong when someone's infertile?
It's not wrong if someone is infertile. That only tells that the person has a problem. Okay?
Gotcha. Wait, so it's not wrong despite the fact that they can't have kids?
Well, it's not naturally a man and woman should be able to come together and make kids. But if they can't have kids, it means they have a problem. It's not
gotcha,
natural.
but it's not wrong for them to not have kids,
It's not
which
wrong,
means
but
that it's not
wrong,
wrong
but
for
it's not
lesbians to
natural.
not have kids.
It's not natural.
Oh, but in what way is it unnatural? Because there's homosexual couples among animals all over the place. There's 500 mammals who have been documented engaging in these kinds of activities. So in what way is it unnatural?
Well, I believe that most of these documentaries are just made to fit into an agenda.
Gotcha. So just baseless conspiracy theories. I already know the answer, but do you have any evidence for this?
Well, I have the evidence I've seen is personally in my own experience. I've only seen naturally. I've only seen animals pairing together as male and female.
Do you check animal genitals often?
Yeah, I was gonna say, I mean, would you like to go watch animals have some queer sex? Because that's an interesting thing to want to look at, in my personal opinion. But that's just me.
Well,
I mean, I'm sure if you sought out that content, you could find it, but you'd also end up on a watch list. I'm just gonna warn you about that.
Can I ask you a question?
I asked you a question.
Right. Okay. What's I've never watched anything like that actually.
Well, yeah, but are you looking for it though? Because like the content is out there. If
I'm
you're
not
just saying you
looking for
haven't
it.
seen it.
I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it yet.
Oh, yet? Okay, so you're on the search. I wish you the best of luck
I'm
on
not
your
on the search
adventure.
actually because I believe it takes a male and a female to come together and form a family. That guarantees human
Okay,
existence. Okay.
researchers don't agree with you, bestie. So do you have
No
evidence to the
way.
contrary, or?
Apparently, giraffes are considered especially gay for engaging in more male sexual behavior. They engage in male sexual behavior more often than they engage in male female sexual behavior.
W giraffes!
Well,
Brr.
I'm not aware about that.
You can just, it's an easy fact. You can just go
Yeah.
Google it.
I'll go make my research. But like I said, I don't believe in everything that pops up on Google because Google itself is
Okay,
Google itself is run by
so
the
then how did you come to this
Freemasons. Okay.
conclusion?
Do you know?
Please!
Have you seen the symbol of Google? Do you know that it's a
You're
Masonic emblem?
kidding. You're kidding.
Do you
You're
know
kidding.
that
You're kidding.
Google, the symbol of Google is a Masonic emblem? Do you know about that? Are you
I
aware
want
about
you
that?
No,
believe in
I'm
the
unaware.
Freemasons?
All
Oh
right,
my
okay.
god, ew.
I'm pretty sure the symbol of Google is just a G. My G.
No, the envelope, like the envelope,
My
and then
man's is scared of
Oh, so
the
not even
alphabet.
not even the symbol of Google.
the crumb
Not
symbol.
just the letter M
No,
for
the
Gmail.
envelope. The envelope. There's a G in Google in the
Yeah, that's not the symbol of
Masonic
Google.
emblem
That's
as
the
well.
symbol of Gmail. That's the
Do you-
Gmail symbol. The M stands for
It
mail.
is hidden in plain sight, but brother.
It's just an M. It's an M that looks like an envelope.
If you go and check the Freemasons, all right, the square and compass, in the middle of the square and compass, there's a G, all right? And then if you check the Masonic envelope, like the emblem that looks like an envelope, all right, which is red
Wait,
and white.
so because there's like a G in this like little fucking protractor, and there's a G at the start of Google, that means that Google is run by the Freemasons? Am I understanding the argument correctly?
Well, you are not getting, yes, Freemasons, they run, it's associated. Right, do you know what I'm gonna do for you?
If it was named Toogle, would you have the same argument?
If it were possible, right, I could copy a link and paste on this your platform for those who are interested to watch. All right, because these are the same people running the world, and that's why you find students graduating from
Sir, just watch an Adobe Photoshop course and it'll tell you exactly why Google made the logo that way. It just makes sense for their company. They're not affiliated with the Freemasons. They're just good at graphic design.
Right. Do you know that so many university graduates today can't give you the definition of a woman? Do you know why?
Oh
Because they have been
Wait, do you think words have one true definition? Do you think that there's only one true definition for a word?
Wow.
Do you think that words only have one true definition?
You haven't answered my question yet. Okay, can you define a woman?
Yeah, a woman's just going to be an adult human whose gender identity maps onto the gender societally associated with female.
Sorry?
An adult human whose gender identity maps onto the gender societally associated with female.
All right. That's not the right definition.
Definitions aren't true or false, they're non-propositional.
Wow. I don't know what you are trying.
Wait, so if I tell you I got a Mustang in my garage, do I mean that I have a horse in my garage or that I have a car in my garage? Yeehaw! Selena, thank you so much for the $4 on Cash App. Selena in the comment section.
This is just simple, plain. It's a plain question. What is a woman?
Wait. I already answered what a woman is, but if I said that there's a Mustang in my garage, do I mean that there's a horse in my garage or do I mean that there's a car in my garage? Which one?
Well, I'm not very. I'm not very.
Come on, give the true definition.
Of a
You should have
woman?
no problem giving the true definition. Just give the true definition. If I said
Of a woman.
there's a no of a Mustang, if I said there's a Mustang in my garage, what's the true definition there? Do I have a horse in my garage or do I have a car? If there's only one true definition, you should have no problem giving the one true definition.
Well, I'm not very versed with what you are referring to.
Yeah,
to be
I'll give
honest.
you the answer. It's ambiguous. Words don't have true definitions. It could be either of them.
I don't accept
Oh,
that.
gotcha. Then tell me, is it when I say there's a Mustang in my garage, do I mean there's a horse or do I mean there's a car?
Well, like I said, I don't. English is not my first language, so I don't know what's a mustache or what you're referring to. So, but
So there's a car called the Mustang, and then Mustang also means horse.
All right.
It's like a type of horse and a type of car. So
Right.
when I say I have a Mustang in my garage, do I mean that I have a horse in my garage, or do I mean that I have a car in my garage?
Well, what was the original definition of a Mustang?
A Mustang is a type of car. It's a specific model, or I think it's like a brand of car.
Right. Was the car named before the horse as a Mustang?
I think the horse was probably named first.
Right. So you have to go with the original version.
Gotcha. So you're saying that the one true definition, if you say I have a Mustang in my garage, and you walk out to somebody's like 2024 brand new Mustang, that they've used the word wrong.
Right. If
that
you use-
they've said a false statement, that if somebody has like a car in their garage, a Mustang car in their garage, and they say I have a Mustang in my garage, that they've said something false in that instance. That's what you're saying.
Well, that's not what I'm saying.
That's exactly what you just said.
You have to be very precise.
That is bar for bar what you just said.
No. When you say a Mustang 2024 version,
Yeah.
right, if you define it that way,
No,
gonna
you just say
understand
I have a
that-
Mustang in my garage.
Well, you just said you had a version. You said a version. All right. You said
No. So I'm just saying,
version.
like, let's just say I utter the sentence, I have a Mustang in my garage. Do I have a car in my garage or do I have a horse in my garage?
Yeah, I'll be the one to ask the Mustang you are referring to.
Exactly, it's ambiguous because there's not one true definition. It could be either of these things. Similarly, there's not one true definition for a woman. It really depends on the way the word's used.
That is what they have made people to believe.
Wait, that's what we just demonstrated. Unless you want to get dragged back to the garage and we
No.
can ask you whether it's a car or a horse. That's what we just realized, that words have lots of different definitions.
That is how they have conditioned people to think.
AG, thank you so much for the perfect
Right,
beat.
but the
Appreciate
crazy
that.
thing about that,
WAG in the
Dusty,
comment
is that
section.
that's not an argument. That's a
I'll give you
conspiracy
I'll
theory.
give you an example. That is why you see the way the word is going. You know, it's worrisome. You know.
Worrisome in what way?
I work in it like I'll give you an example. I used to work in a train station. Okay, I saw this gentleman walked into a female restroom, and he went inside. I saw a full grown-up man, and I said, "Mate, you're in the wrong toilet." I said, "Can you come out and go to the male toilet?" He said, "Please give me two
Wait, I don't really care about your anecdote. I just want to know why being lesbian is wrong.
Well,
When
you
in
already
one
know where
ear,
I'm going to.
I didn't listen to a word you were saying. I'm just waiting for us to get back to the lesbian debate.
Right. What I'm just trying to say is, because of all this, the agenda of playing with words to suit into some
Words
kind of
change, big dog. Words are just like a vehicle through which we carry our meaning. Words are
Right.
subjective. What a word means depends entirely on usage. Ethene, thank you so much for the $6.66 on Venmo. Nap time for Ethene. Good night. Everyone say good night, Ethene. W
Well-
Ethene. W666. W Satan. Hail Satan. Appreciate that.
Personally, I only know that a woman, if I want to define a woman, if someone should be referred to as a woman, the person should be able to procreate. to have a
Gotcha. So
womb.
you think that
A woman is
women
a
who go
man
through
who has a
menopause aren't
womb.
women? You think women born without
A
uteruses aren't
woman.
women? You
Can I
think
tell you
women who are
something?
born without vaginas aren't women? You think women born without ovaries aren't women? You think women born without like whatever with like specific chromosomal issues aren't women? You think literally millions of women aren't women. Got it. Probably billions, or no, I wouldn't say billions. Probably millions. Probably hundreds of millions of people. There are probably hundreds of
Well, if we're
millions of
including
women.
people with menopause, it might be like damn near a billion.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Probably high hundred millions, low billions.
Yeah.
Wow.
But none of these people are a woman to you.
I guess the fuck not.
Oh, and girls too. Yeah, girls can't procreate either. Yeah, true. So it is billions. Yeah.
Yeah. No girlhood for you, I guess, bestie.
Well, a woman is a female who is an adult female is
And
what you can refer to as a woman.
And what's a female?
A female is someone with a feminine sex organ.
What's a feminine sex organ? Devin,
She
thank you so
definitely
much
has
for
a
$1
vagina.
and
She
Venmo.
definitely
Appreciate
has a
it.
vagina, not the one that is being constructed.
So you think that males who were born with complete androgen insensitivity are females? Got it.
Sorry?
You think males born with complete androgen insensitivity are females? Got it. And that women who are born without vaginas aren't females? Got it.
Well, I haven't seen a situation where someone is born with a sex organ.
I'd be happy to provide you the list of the. So it's going to be complete androgen insensitivity. That's how you have someone who's assigned male at birth, who has a vagina. And then 1 second, I just sent it to my friend over Discord. Let me pull up the list. Vaginal atresia and MRKH syndrome. Females don't have vaginas. So there's all of these people who are assigned male at birth, who have vaginas, and there's all these people who are
Why
assigned
should they be
female at birth
assigned
who
male
don't.
at birth when they don't have vagina? Does it mean they came with a penis or what?
Well, it just means that the medical community, they actually probably weren't assigned male at birth, but the medical community considers them to be male because of their chromosomes.
All right, so now it's gone down to chromosomes.
Oh, so it's not gone down to chromosomes. You're now pivoting to chromosomes, which you'll get blown out just as hard there too, because there's Swyer syndrome women who have XY chromosomes, and there's XX male syndrome men who have XX chromosomes. So you would misclassify both of these people, not to mention the innumerable number of people who have neither XY or XX.
Wow. Okay.
You have no category for any of these people. Your categories are just completely shattered.
Well, I'm not very aware about complex cases like this.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's what you get if you go to a university.
All right.
Yeah. I was like defending the trans ideology 101. I was
what I know is that I'll go make my research, but like I said, I strongly believe in a very satanic agenda behind all what is playing out today.
All right, well, appreciate you coming on up here.
Yeah, thank you very much for having me.
Yep. Make sure you're double tapping on that screen, sharing it with your friends. If you want to support the stream, Venmo's allegedly -Ian, and the Cash App is just allegedly Ian, and both are in my bio. Appreciate any and all support. And with that, we'll go to the very next guest. Make sure Sam's donation platforms are also in their bio, so make sure you're considering doing
I remember
that.
it now.
What's up,
Sammy
Dre? How's it
McGrady for the
going?
Cash App.
It's going, man. How about you?
Doing well. How old are you?
I'm 36.
Okay, and do you think being lesbian is wrong?
Yes, sir.
Gotcha. And why is being lesbian wrong?
Well, being lesbian is wrong because two women cannot create a child.
Okay. And why does that mean being lesbian is wrong?
Well, loving a woman is fine, but lesbian and the category of lesbian is attached to sort of favoritisms and benefits that aren't for.
Such as being 4 times more likely to be the victim of violent crimes? I don't think there are many benefits to being lesbian.
Well, sure. I mean, until they try to get married and then they want marriage benefits.
Well, yeah, because that's a benefit that's afforded to like straight people as well.
And for the record, I don't think that violent crime against anyone is condonable or acceptable. So I don't know why you went there.
Of course. Yeah, but I'm just, what I'm pointing out is just that there's no benefits to being lesbian. In fact, there's like a good number of downsides.
No, I said the benefits of being in the category of lesbian as it pertains to marriage.
Gotcha, but if we look at the benefits broadly, we see that there's actually not benefits and lots of harms. But what benefits are unique to lesbians? What benefits do lesbians get that straight couples do not get? What are those benefits?
No. The implication is that straight couple's marriage benefits should be fair and equal to the benefits of a lesbian couple.
Why do you think they should be unfair and unequal?
Absolutely, because they can't create children.
Yeah, wait. So if there's like a couple who doesn't reproduce, do you think that these people shouldn't get benefits either? Also, yes, they can. They can get IVF. They can adopt a kid. There's a million ways for them to get a kid.
The implication of a straight male and a straight female is that they intend on creating children or a family.
There's no implication in that. You could be a straight guy with a straight girl and not want a family at all and never get a family. There's no implication there at all. Plus, there's lots of lesbians who do start families.
Yeah, but they don't create the children.
Who cares? They still raise them.
So what you've arrived at is outliers, 2 of them. The first one, in which is straight couples that can't have children. That is an outlier that can be addressed as an outlier. The second outlier is lesbian couples who start children via adoption, I assume you're saying?
Yeah, they sure are outliers, which means that you need to apply your moral principles equally to both of them. So would you hold that it's would you hold that that straight couples should be stripped of their marriage benefits until they have children?
Well, certain marriage benefits involve creating children.
Gotcha. So maybe the way that you could just make it is that you get these benefits. And by the way, you probably don't know this, but this is actually how our system works right now. But you get specific benefits if you have a kid, and you also get like just some benefits for being married at all. So if you get married, you get like XYZ benefits, and then if you have a kid, you get like ABC benefits.
What is the benefit of being married?
Oh, I think that you get tax benefits if you're just married, and then you get more tax benefits if you have kids.
And why are those tax benefits afforded to people who are married? What is the premise behind that?
I'm not sure. I wasn't there when they wrote the law.
Oh, you're sure, buddy? You just don't want to answer the question.
I have no idea. I wasn't there when they wrote the law.
Because the implication of a straight couple being married is they will eventually start a family and create children. The 2 things go hand in hand. What you're arguing for
Wait, but then why would we give benefits when people have kids then? If the point is just to make people have kids, then why wouldn't we only give the benefits to them when they have kids?
It's not to make people have kids. It's to create a support system for
Yeah. Wait, but why wouldn't we only give them why wouldn't we only give them the benefits when they have the kids? Why wouldn't we wait until they have the kids to give the benefits?
Because part of having a child, and you may not know this because you seem like you was born out of wedlock.
No, I got 10 kids. Well, first of all, let's not be a projecting Perry here. My parents are still together. But second of all, I have 11 kids.
And you seem like an accident. So that being said,
wait, do you think that I'm the one who seems like an accident here?
Yes, I do. and I think there's probably like 750 people who agree.
Big dog.
Big
What's
dog.
13 times
Got that
13?
right. Big
Wait,
dog, baby.
Dre, can I get 13 times 13 from you?
Ooh, 13 times 13. What's 10 times 10? 100. What's 3 times 3? 9.
Bro's doing it in his head.
What's 100 plus 9, buddy? You
You
got
so
me
wait, so
there.
so
You got
13
me
times
there.
13. Wait, so 13
Wow.
times 13 is
Wow, dude,
109?
you got me there.
Oh my fuck,
13
you
times
fucking Oh my god, it is
13.
109.
Oh
13
my
times
God.
13 is
You guys see
109.
how
Fuck.
we're talking
It is
about elementary
109.
math
Damn.
now instead of why being a lesbian is wrong? Because this little dweeby, dorky dude with a ugly ass nose and weird Jew
It is
curly
not-
hair
Oh.
is a fraud.
Oh.
And his friends and his followers, they laugh
That's
behind
not very
his back.
demure.
They don't love him.
Oh, that's not.
That's not very demure. That's
Oh,
not very
that's-
cutesy.
Is that a man or a woman?
Dre,
Nobody
let's get some
Oh,
baby
that's
bottles for
not.
Dre. We got a
Let's
sensitive
is it a
Steve
man or
over
a woman?
here.
Is it
Dre's
man
a
or
sensitive
woman?
little
Is Sam
guy.
a man or a woman?
Wait, you're mad
Oh
as
my god,
fuck
wait,
right
you
now.
just affirmed the fuck out of my gender.
Man.
Hell yeah, let's go.
True.
Gender euphoria for the
W
fucking
Dre in the
win.
comment section. Way to be a supportive trans ally. Let's
We have a
go.
lot of
We
Sam's
love
a man
a
in the chat.
radical supporter.
Oh,
For-
Sam,
thank
you're not a
you.
lesbian because you're a
Period.
man. You're actually straight. You're a straight man.
Her. Period. I'm just being affirmed
Ian-
left and
Ian
right,
looks
bro.
like your girlfriend, to be honest. Like you guys are
I'm
like
being
an undercover
affirmed.
couple, right?
This is
Wait, you
just
think
a
we-
W.
Undercover straight couple right here, ladies and gentlemen. Ian and Sam. We got the man down.
Really? Oh
and then
wait, but I'm the man and you're the woman?
Chat,
This is
chat.
Listen, as long as I get to get pegged, who cares?
Chat
Works for
thinks
me.
you're a
I'm
man.
saying.
Chat is saying right
That's
now
literally
you're a
all I'm
man.
saying.
I'm unsure. I'm relying on chat for this one.
Yo,
Man, he's a
AdamandEve.com
man.
W.
He
But
has an
also,
Adam's
like, I hope you
apple.
know this is actually gonna make
He's
my
a
weekend.
man. She has a
This is
man.
gonna
He
make my weekend for real.
definitely doesn't have
Thank
an
you.
accent. This is chat right now. I'm just reading it.
Dre,
Thank you.
Ian.
what would be another fun question to ask?
Dude, you
do you
lost
know-
back when we were talking about legal rights of
Do you
man.
know how many
And
consonants
ever
there are,
since-
Dre?
Ever since you had nothing left to say, so you
Wait,
just
because you went on this like weird tangent about how
No,
it seems
you
like
did,
I was
dude.
born
I
out of
just made it
wedlock.
more entertaining.
Listen,
You're
I don't
boring
really
and
like doing
ugly,
the
and
I
your
don't really
man
like
friend
doing
down
the
there had to
I don't
come
really
and
like
save
doing
you.
the like intelligence like
look at
dick
your
measuring
chat. Just read
contest.
your
But if you
chat
want to
for
go
5
there,
minutes. They're
I'm
telling
more
you.
than
They're
happy to
telling
go
you.
there.
They're telling
Because,
you, dude.
buddy, it's like
W
pretty
Dre, baby,
evidence.
W Dre,
You're
W
not
Dre,
all that.
W Dre,
It's
W
okay.
Dre, W
Are you
Dre.
begging for W's? Are you
They're
you
saying it. I'm
begging?
just
You hoping
repeating
and
it.
begging for them? You want them?
I
I'm
mean,
sorry, the chat's
to
eating
be
you
right.
alive,
I like
Dre.
to be
You're
right,
shitting all over
especially when I'm,
yourself. You've
like,
done an
debating
embarrassing
ugly
performance right
trolls.
now.
What?
You've embarrassed yourself. You came on here and you got mad as fuck. You had a little meltdown. We had a little baby
You
meltdown.
discovered the truth, man. You're the lesbian in the couple, and Sam is your boyfriend, and that's why you guys are fighting for lesbianship. Because
Damn, that's kind of hot.
I mean, it's
Honestly,
not really,
sexy.
but I mean, I
W.
think chat at least knows what's going on. Now.
Chat hates
I
you.
can, I can fade, and y'all have a blessed day.
Yeah. Well. You don't even know how to get out of the. Oh, we figured it out.
Not me apparently being a well-endowed boyfriend. And
Damn.
And
Yeah.
am.
Yeah. W gender euphoria.
Absolutely.
Make sure you double tapping on that screen, sharing it with your friends. If you, let's try to get to 150K likes. Make sure that you're dropping a follow to me and Sam. Thank you all so much for all the gifts. If you want to support the stream, Venmo's allegedly -Ian. Cash App is just allegedly Ian.
Thank you all.
Hey, what's up, Mike? How's it going?
It's going good. How are you?
Doing well. How old are you?
33.
Yeah, and do you think being lesbian is wrong?
Yeah.
Why?
Well, first off, I want to say sorry for how Dre was talking to you. That's crazy. He's ignorant. You know what I mean?
That's true. I appreciate that.
See, I do believe that being gay and being lesbian is wrong, but I also believe that me having relationships outside of a marriage is wrong, or me lying to somebody is wrong, or cheating on somebody is wrong. So I don't think there's a more wrong or a less wrong. I think that perhaps we're both wrong, and I think that at the end of the day, that Jesus loves the lesbian just as much as he loves me, and he just wants everybody to be brothers and sisters in Christ and love each other, because that's a possibility for everybody. You know, if you look in the Bible, all the way down in Genesis, it was talking about homosexuals. You know, I mean, it's not something new. And it is true, you know, homosexuals they're more likely to be sexually abused. They're more likely to be sexually harassed. They're more likely by just people in general. They're more likely to be assaulted. And so they do have it hard. Is it wrong? I believe so. But I think a lot of things are wrong. And I think that we're all brothers and sisters in Christ.
Gotcha. So which verse from the Bible are you specifically going to cite to say that being lesbian is wrong?
I'd have to look at my notes. There's a verse about condemnation when a man lies with a man. But
Are you talking about the Leviticus verse?
Most likely, it's in the in the Old Testament, but it's referenced. It's referenced throughout the Bible.
Gotcha. So if you want to cite the Leviticus verse, then you also need to affirm the slavery verse in Leviticus 25:44 through 46. God says, "Hey Israelites, you can own slaves." Why would God want that?
I think that it was spoken in a different context than we're thinking about it.
Which context? Because if we sit down and we compare the slavery laws, these are quite similar to the laws surrounding slavery that were present everywhere else at the time. This or even in like the South, like slavery, or not just the South, but like slavery in America, the laws laid out in the Bible are quite similar to the laws. Bro left.
Oh.
Well, I mean, I appreciate like the kind comments at least.
Yeah, true.
But unfortunately, the kind comments aren't going to stop me from accepting your surrender, folded like a chair, scrambled like an omelet, reformatted like a hard drive. Get your ankles absolutely shattered. You will never debate again. Make sure you're double tapping on that screen. Let's get all the way up to 150K likes.
Thank you for that mustache.
Hey, what's up, Travis? How's it going?
Hey, what's going on? What's going on? Up here to disrespect or anything like that. I'm just up here to just.
You need to stay on the app, otherwise I can't hear you. If you leave the app, I can't hear you.
So I'm not up here to disrespect or anything. I'm just up here to spread some knowledge from what I know from the Bible.
Yeah, wait, so which Bible verse are you going to be citing about being lesbian? Yeah, so do you think that slavery is all right?
We're not talking about slavery right now. We're talking about
Leviticus says that slavery is fine. So if you're saying that Leviticus is true, then you need to say you can say that Leviticus is true, and that's your foundation for saying that being lesbian is wrong. You just also need to say that slavery is okay, which is kind of crazy.
I mean, at this point, like we who are we to question God and what He allows and what He don't allow? You know what I mean?
Slavery is bad.
We're not His creator. We're not His creator. He's our creator.
But slavery is bad.
Do you think slavery is okay though? Like, is that the hill that we're dying on today?
I mean, like I said, I don't think anything that is bad, that's terrible, I don't think is okay. But like I said, anything that God does, I will never question.
So you're not questioning slavery, bestie?
I'm not going to question anything that has to do with God's commands. I can't question that.
Are you okay with kids being stoned for talking out of turn?
But are we talking about that, or are we talking about why?
Well, if you accept these things in the Bible, you also have to accept these other things, unless you admit to cherry picking, which is a fallacious thing to do. So I'm just asking you.
Yeah, I mean, if you reject these things, then you need to give like specific reason why you wouldn't also just reject this. Because I agree, if you're a Christian who wants to salvage your faith, you can say, listen, slavery things didn't happen. Grimlock, thank you so much for the $6.66 on Cash App. I appreciate it.
You're not. I'm not rejecting. I'm just saying you're not sinning against me. You're sinning against God. So what you're doing has nothing to do with me. I'm just going off of what He said that He doesn't like.
When I say slavery is always bad, there was never a time where slavery was good, am I sinning against God?
Like I said, that's between you and God, but I'm just trying to give you the Bible verse where it says,
Yeehaw. Thank you so much.
I'm just trying to give you the Bible verse where it says, you know, being, that is not good.
But then you would also need to accept the Bible verse where he says that owning slaves is fine. But owning slaves is wrong. It's slavery is wrong today. It's wrong tomorrow. It'll be wrong forever.
I look at it like this. God didn't destroy a whole city because of slavery. He destroyed it because of the evil deeds they were doing inside the land, in which one of them was homosexuality.
The evil act that was being done in Sodom and Gomorrah was gang rape. It wasn't homosexuality. It was like
actually was
gang rape. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that gang rape is bad, actually.
Of course, any type of rape is bad.
Yeah. So that's not the problem. There isn't the being gay or the being lesbian. The problem there is the gang rape.
I just look at it like a system, because if you really look at it, God said, he would not destroy the world, right? And he put a rainbow in the sky as his covenant. And we know that God's covenant is pure and righteous. So if we go against his laws, if we go against his commands, that's sin. So lesbian are that type of stuff is going against God, and to use the flag that represents the rainbow of God's covenant is just blasphemy and an abomination to God. So what I'm saying is
God's not real though. So
God is definitely real.
Gotcha. So if God is all good, then why did he call 2 bears down to slaughter 42 children in 2 Kings? Do you think it's justified morally to kill 42 kids with 2 bears? Do you think that that's like a good way to die?
I mean, I don't think it's okay for nobody to die, but at the end of the day, we all got to die someday.
So you think it's acceptable for God to kill 42 kids with grizzly bears? AG, thank you so much for the $10 on Venmo. God's morality is not...
What I'm saying is, like I said, we all have to die.
His morality is not just, so why would I accept his opinion? Good point, AG. WAG in the comment section.
We all have to die one day, whether we die at 3 years old or whether we die at 85 years old.
Can I kill you right now?
That comes to all of us.
Would it be all right if I killed you right now?
It wouldn't. That would be a sin, though.
Yeah. So if we all gotta die someday, why can't I kill you right now?
You can't kill me because you're not God.
Oh, gotcha. But you think God can kill anyone whenever?
I mean, if he created you, he definitely could kill you.
Gotcha. Wait, so would it be, let's say you get to heaven and it's just God, it's the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, and they're having an intense, like, eternal game of, like, newborn incinerator basketball where they're just like taking turns like creating infants and like trick shotting them into an incinerator. If you got to heaven and this is what you saw, would you maybe suspect that God's not all good?
But that goes against my religion, because at the end of the day,
wait.
Which
Which part of your religion does that go against? Which part?
I'm Christian.
Yeah. So, wait, where in the Bible does it? Because it says you said that God can take away life. He can take away any life that he grants. So which part? It seems like you're going against your own religion.
The Lord giveth and the Lord taketh away, right?
Gotcha. So then it would be fine for him to be playing incinerator basketball.
God can do it. That's just your opinion. That's your imagination.
Gotcha. Wait. But why could God not be doing that? Why would it be wrong for God to do that?
Because I haven't seen it in his word.
Yeah, but you haven't seen in his word that it's like okay to kill kids.
Look, and that's what I'm saying. Just like
then it was wrong for him to kill kids. Perfect.
Just like you only believe what's in your science book, right? I believe what's in my Bible.
But your Bible is contradictory.
That's what you rely on, right? You rely on science.
But your Bible is contradictory, so you can't rely on that.
Science is contradictory.
No, so where's science contradictory?
They say the Earth is a big round ball, but clearly it's flat.
I'm walking away. You deal with that.
That's not okay. What are sunsets?
Look, I'm not about to get into that. I'm getting into the point.
Wait, but you already got into that. Wait, you already got into that. So when the sun sets, why doesn't it get smaller?
Look, like I said.
Wait. No, answer the question. Wait. If the Earth is flat when the sun sets, why doesn't it get smaller?
That's not. I'm not a science tech, so I'm
Gotcha.
just
It's
trying to.
because the Earth is round. It's not
Okay,
flat.
I guess that's your
Perfect. So
opinion.
so your
Everybody got
wait.
their own
So I
opinion.
just want to be clear. So your book has contradictions, whereas you can't point out a single one in science. Perfect.
Look. Can I explain something to you? I
Yeah.
didn't make the book. I just believe in it. So at the end of the day, you can't judge me for just believing in something that I believe in. Just like
Absolutely,
I
I
can't judge you for
can.
believing in science.
Absolutely. Well, because there's nothing wrong with believing in science, but your book calls for the death penalty for children. Do you think that there's ever a time where kids deserve the death penalty?
I don't think that death should come to anybody.
But do you think that there's ever a time where it's just for kids to get the death penalty?
Watch this. I don't think death should come to anybody.
It's a
But
yes or no question.
at the end of the day, look.
Wait, yes
at
or
the
no?
end-
Do you think that kids should get the death penalty?
I don't.
What do you
And just like I
so
don't
then you
think,
so you know better
just like
than
I don't
God.
think anybody should die. I don't
So
think
wait,
death
so
should come
you
to
so then
anybody.
you know better than God if you think that kids shouldn't get the death penalty.
I don't know better than God. I just think
Gotcha.
that
So is it
nobody should die.
just so God says that if your kid says evil of you that you should kill them? Do you think that you should execute children for saying evil things about their parents?
I don't think that. But I
Gotcha.
haven't
So then you know better than God.
But I haven't seen any documents
I'll show you. I'll
where
pull
any
up the
Israelites
verse.
killed their
I'll pull up the
children.
verse. Yeah, absolutely.
No.
I'll pull up the verse.
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about I have not seen any documents where Israelites killed children. I don't see it.
Oh, well, there's
you-
like plenty of those. Yeah, if
can
you
you
wanted to
show
go
me
to
that? Can you give me a Bible verse?
First Samuel 15:3.
Give me the Bible verse.
First
Where they
Samuel
killed their
15.
own children. Where they killed their own children.
Oh,
Yeah. 'Cause
but I
that's
gave
what that
you
Bible-
wait. I
that's-
gave you
that's what
the
the
verse
Bible
where they
verse
killed
states.
children.
That's where the Bible verse is stating that if your sons or daughters sin again, if they do wrong, then you kill your sons or your daughters. But have they killed any of their sons or their daughters?
So wait. So did the Israelites? So there's like two things. So wait, did the Israelites disobey God, or wait? Also, can you cite me the example of the homosexual people who were killed in the Bible? Could you cite me that example?
Like I said, in Sodom and Gomorrah, do your research.
Those people were guilty of gang rape.
Do your research. It was a lot of evil going on in Sodom.
Well,
and
but
Gomorrah. Do your
wait,
research.
their crime is gang rape.
No, it's way
The
more than
bad
that.
thing that happened in Sodom and Gomorrah was gang rape.
It's way more than that.
Can you
And then
just
in the
point out
Bible verse-
would you mind
and-
pointing out the example where a person is killed explicitly because they are homosexual?
Second, I'm about to look up.
Yeah, let's see it. Make sure you're double tapping on that screen, sharing it with your friends. Let's try to get this in front of as many people as we possibly can. Let's get all the way up to 150k likes. Sam, if you're around there, come back. It's over, Sam. But make sure you're dropping a follow. If you want to support the stream, the Venmo's allegedly -Ian and the Cash App is just allegedly Ian. Both are in my bio. Appreciate it. If you're 18 or older, you want to join the community, there's a link. Yeah, what's up? What's the verse?
I still gotta look it up. But like I said, what I'm saying to you is, I just gave you Bible verse on why God said it's not okay.
Gotcha. So you
And
can't give me a verse specifically where this one is fulfilled, which means that it's not a
but that's-
problem.
is that not for- is that not for another topic?
Which means that it's not a problem.
But I'm just saying, is that
there's-
not for another conversation though?
Well, because so what you're saying is that, well, we need to listen to this verse because it's the word of God. But then when I point out that God also says that you should kill kids if they speak evil of their parents, you say,
Well,
no.
what does that have to do
There's no
with the
examples of that
topic
one. There's
that
no
you're
examples of that one.
speaking of?
That one has no examples. There's no examples of that one. There's no examples of your one.
But that's what I'm saying. Where
Could you give me the example of the Israelites taking the life of like a homosexual person?
Listen. Why are we talking about killing sex? We're
Because
talking about
if you affirm that the Bible is true, then you affirm that every part of the Bible is true. Otherwise, you're cherry
I believe
picking.
every part of the Bible is true, and I believe just like God
Gotcha.
said. I believe just like when
So
God
then you
said,
think kids deserve the death
if you
penalty?
sin, cut your arm off, or if you sin with your eyes, cut it out. I believe that part, but like I said, I don't believe that God is telling us to literally cut our eyes out or our arms off.
Then
And
how
I
do you know that he's
believe
literally saying that being lesbian is wrong?
because he literally clearly stated it.
Oh, and
Is
he
the flat
clearly
earther
states
still
that you
here?
should kill your
Man
kids, that
should
your kids
not.
should be
A
put to
man.
death if they
Oh,
speak
A man
evil.
should not.
Cyber, thanks so much for the $6.66 on Venmo. Snap the fuck out of his ankle. Thank you so much. W Cyber in the comment section.
A man should
W666.
not
W
sleep.
Satan, hail Satan. Appreciate it.
A man should not sleep with another man. I just gave you Leviticus.
Yeah, and I'll give
20.
you my verse. It's gonna be just as clear. And you can laugh if you want, but I mean that's not really gonna help you.
I mean, look. You don't get mad at me. I'm just a messenger.
Wait, there's not. This isn't
what God
2016.
says.
You mad, bro, isn't going to help you. You're gonna need to answer for the weird shit that your Bible says.
I mean, you want to answer for something else that you're demanding an
So
answer
this
for.
is
Why
this is
being left in the
Exodus.
wrong?
This is going to be Exodus 21:17. Whoever curses father or mother shall be put to death.
What if God is literally talking about him?
And what if God is literally talking about him when it comes to these people?
If you curse out, look. All I'm saying is, listen. I gave you the Bible verse. Why being lesbian is wrong.
Tracy, thank you so much for the $6.66 on Venmo. W
Why
Tracy
are
in
we
the comment
going
section.
all?
Except God.
Why are we? You asked for my example. You asked for my opinion, and I
Except
gave
God
it to
didn't
you.
say it. But W666
So why
W
is being
Satan.
lesbian wrong? You asked
Because
for my
you're
opinion.
being inconsistent and you're being hypocritical.
I'm
That's
not being
why
hypocritical.
that's why we're not just letting you cite the verse and move on, is because if you affirm the verse in Leviticus, then you also need to affirm the slavery verse in Leviticus.
Why
and
would
you
I have to
also
affirm
need
that
to
verse?
affirm
I
the
didn't write
verse
I didn't
about
write the
killing
Bible.
kids.
I didn't write the Bible. I'm
Just
just.
so if you want to affirm one verse, then affirm all of them. Go ahead.
I didn't write the Bible, but like
Just
I
say
said,
that. Wait, I just want to hear you say. I just want to hear you say. I just want to hear you say that slavery is fine. Go ahead.
Look, human beings.
Say that slavery is fine. Go
But
ahead.
we're not talking about slavery. We're
Well,
talking
because
about.
we're talking about Leviticus.
Can I explain this one thing?
Travis, no, hold on. Travis, listen.
I'm listening.
I know that you think that if you can only pick one, but you don't have to stand by the others because this is a topic we're on. But the reason why that is not the case is because you are making a moral claim based off of the Bible, which means that is where you derive your morals from. That's fine. However,
Where did America get their morals from?
I'm not done talking. I also
I'm just
don't
saying,
give a fuck
where
about,
did America
I
get
don't,
their morals?
I don't care about where a certain country got
In
their
God
morals
we
from.
trust, right?
Sir, I don't trust God. I don't think God
I mean,
is real.
but I'm just saying, before
I don't
anything,
care about what the country
I
has
know
to
you don't care,
believe.
but that's
Okay,
the
so then
problem
how
with
is it
Our
relevant?
country was founded on slavery.
Yeah.
Look, in God we trust, right?
In
And they
God
had
we
godly
trust to allow
principles.
slavery? Question
They
mark?
had godly principles. Thou
Do you think
shalt not
do you
kill.
think
slave
owning other
master?
people
Thou
is
shalt not
property?
kill.
The
Thou
slave
shalt not
Do you think owning other
Thou
people
shalt
is
not
property
commit
is a
adultery.
godly principle? You think slavery is a godly
Look.
principle?
It's so funny how America and society would banish everything else, all the sins that God said is wrong, except for being gay.
No, because we also banished slavery, which God said was okay.
If you're gonna make gay being right, because being gay is against God's command. So if you're gonna make that being right, you might as well make murder being right. You might as well make all these other things being right. But like I said, humankind are gonna allow.
Wow,
things
you
that they
reject
choose to
one of my
allow.
morals. You reject one of my moral stances, but you don't reject all of them. Weird, interesting. Wait, Travis,
Okay,
if
yeah,
you're
I'm about
going
to
to
kill yourself.
reject my moral principle that it's okay to be lesbian, then you also need to reject my moral principle that gang rape is wrong. So that means that you think gang rape is okay. That's literally the level of
I'm
logic that
going
you're
off the
operating
commands
at.
of my God. If you're gonna
And I'm
allow
going off of
lesbian
moral
be
logic.
so do you think murder is wrong?
Yes, of course.
So if you think murder is wrong, and murder is the commandment of God that not to murder, so why don't you think being gay is wrong?
Because God's not real. I come to the conclusion that murder is wrong for different reasons.
But don't you think that they have the law don't murder from the Bible, from the law of the Bible?
No, because
Yes.
don't murder
Yes.
existed long before the Bible. You can
Thou
look at
shalt
the
not kill.
Hammurabi
Thou shalt
Code.
not steal. Thou
The
shalt not commit.
Hammurabi Code predates all of it. It says
What about
don't
adultery?
kill.
What about adultery?
It's also present in the Hammurabi Code. All of it predates
Oh my
it.
God! See, you're trying to make up all these excuses, bro.
Wait,
I'm
just
keeping it real.
Google's
Plus,
free, bestie.
Well, I'm just saying, America claimed that they believed in God, and they got godly principles. So if you guys stand on godly principles, that means you got thou shalt not
We
murder from the
don't.
Bible.
Apparently,
You
wait.
got
So
no
apparently,
stealing
in God
from the
we
Bible.
trust. Apparently, in God we trust was added in the '60s, probably around the time of the
Bruh,
Cold War.
y'all, come on,
W
man. Y'all
Andrew.
tripping
So
now.
I got that from Andrew on Venmo. W Andrew in the comment section. Appreciate it.
You're not making sense, bro. Yeah,
No, it
it
was
don't make
added in the
sense.
'60s. What part of that doesn't make sense? It seems like you just got caught.
I didn't get caught in anything.
Gotcha. Wait.
America,
So they
bro,
added "In God We
look up
Trust."
what
"In God We
America
Trust" was
principles
added
is
in the
based on.
'60s. But if you
Look
want,
up
if you
what
want evidence
America
that we
law
aren't founded
principles are
on
based on.
Christianity, we have the Treaty of
Travis,
Tripoli, where they
Look up what
explicitly
America law
say,
principles are based on.
dude,
that we are
we
not an
already
American,
tried
or that we're not a
explaining to
Christian
you
country.
why this is not relevant, and then you immediately cut me off to start talking about what the fuck America cares about. I don't care about what America cares about, nor does that aid your argument whatsoever, for multiple
Sounds
reasons.
just like Satan. Satan
Okay,
wants to be free. Satan.
but the crazy thing about that is I didn't ask. So as I was saying before, you rudely interrupted me because I'm a person who was trying to talk, and you're gonna stop interrupting me. Thanks.
No
Any
problem.
fucking way.
See, the difference is I'm not mad.
Yeah,
You're mad.
I don't
Wait,
care.
yeah,
I'm
it's
not
again,
mad.
it's not
You're interrupting
2016.
me.
You mad, bro, isn't gonna help you.
Right.
I'm not
Your
mad.
arguments are getting
I'm
torn
content.
apart.
Yeah, but the crazy thing about that is, once again, I didn't ask. I'm trying to speak, so you're gonna stop interrupting me because I'm a person. Thanks.
Okay.
So, like I was saying
No
before, I was
problem.
rudely interrupted. Number one, saying that America got their morals from Christians doesn't help your argument, because those same slave masters that owned slaves claim to be Christian, which is why the Bible was the first book that a lot of slaves knew. So standing on your moral high ground with the Bible is not helping you, bestie.
And that same Bible got us. That same Bible got us out of slavery. Martin Luther King, what he stood on? The word of God.
Like I was saying once again before I was rudely interrupted, because you love to
Crazy.
yap. You love yapping. Please stop
ain't
yapping
that what we here for? To
5
talk.
minutes. Not over each other. No, we're adults. We're not children. We don't yell at each other like it's a fucking playground. We
I'm
have
not
a
yelling at you, but
conversation.
you overspoke me. You,
were
just told me to be quiet so you can
because
speak.
you immediately cut me off earlier to go on a rant about what America cares about after I told you I don't care. So as I was saying, once again, before I was really interrupted for the 4th time, right? Number 2, if you get your morals from the Bible, you have to agree with all of the morals in the Bible. Otherwise, you are logically inconsistent. In
I'm
a
about to tell you
debate,
something.
in a debate space, if you are logically inconsistent, you are more likely to be wrong. You need to be logically consistent in this space. If you want to be logically inconsistent somewhere else, that's fine. But here, that takes away leverage from your argument. That's all I was trying to say. Now, please proceed and stop interrupting me when I try to talk. Thanks.
Look, I'm not mad. You sound like you're mad, but look, we as Christians, we don't live in the Old Testament. We have a king called Jesus Christ. He came and died on the cross for our sins, and now, right? The Bible says he did not come to destroy the law, but he completed it. He fulfilled the law. So now we're living under grace, under God. We don't live under those laws that we are up under. We don't live under that. But what we
Gotcha.
live up under is what Jesus Christ said.
Gotcha. And which verse did you cite for saying
you
that it's wrong to be lesbian? What book was that from?
Exodus.
Yeah, and where's that? Is that Old Testament or New Testament?
It don't matter. In the New Testament, it talks about it too.
Yeah, where? Let's see it.
We love to see it. The chin stroke is sending me.
Love that.
Not
Yeah,
by the
unfortunately,
hairs
you
of
get
my
one or
chinny
the
chin
other.
chin.
Grimlock, thank you so much for the $6.66 on
They
Cash
talk
App.
about it
W
as
Grimlock
sexual
W666.
immorality. Sexual immorality. Do you know what that is?
I think that like sexual immorality is going to be like sex acts that are done unconsensually. That to me would be sexual immorality. Let's see it. Because at first, wait, and you need to give, because you can't just give a verse that says that it's wrong. You need to give the verse that reaffirms the Leviticus verse. Otherwise, you're being hypocritical because you reject the Old Testament, and yet you cited the Old Testament. So you need to give a verse that reaffirms the Old Testament. Plus, I can give you a verse that reaffirms when it said in the Old
I
Testament
got the
that
Bible
you
verse,
should
but
kill your kid.
I
Yeah,
got
wait,
the
so
Bible verse.
where does it cite Leviticus specifically? I want you to tell me where it cites the Leviticus verse specifically.
Listen, I got the Bible verse, but can you read it?
Yeah. I need you to, but does it mention Leviticus specifically? Is it going
I
to
got the
mention,
Bible verse. Can you read it though?
is it going to mention
Oh
Leviticus
my
specifically?
God. Yo,
Is it
ain't
going to
we trying to
mention,
get somewhere?
because
If
you
you read
said
it,
that
you'll
it's
understand it.
reaffirmed, that the Leviticus verse is reaffirmed.
You read it, you will understand it. So can you read it? If
Well,
I give it to you?
because you made a claim, and I just want to make sure that we're staying in line with the claim. Your
It's the same
claim
thing.
was
It's
that
pretty
this
much the
verse
same.
is cited in the New Testament.
It's pretty
So
much
can
the
you
same
point
thing,
out to
yes.
me where this verse is cited in the New Testament?
I'm trying to have you read it. You keep speaking.
Wait, is it? I just want to clarify. I just want to verify.
Oh my
It's going
God.
to say, it's going to make some mention of the Leviticus verse. Is that
It's going to make
correct?
some mention of being gay is wrong. Yes.
Wait, because that's not your claim. Because at first you cited the Leviticus verse, and then you said we can't use the Old Testament. We can't use the Old Testament. We can't use the Old Testament. That wasn't you. That wasn't your stance like 20 minutes ago.
But
You get one or the other. You
not
either get
listening.
we can't use the Old Testament, or you need to say that you were wrong when you cited Leviticus. Were you wrong when you cited Leviticus?
You're not even making sense. See, now you cheating. Now you guys.
That's a yes or no question. Were you wrong when you cited Leviticus?
Bro, I'm not wrong when I know when I just
Gotcha.
said
Wait,
that God
so
said what he is.
when you cited
gay.
Leviticus, is Leviticus in the Old Testament or the New Testament?
Bruh, it's in the Old Testament. Just like
Gotcha.
murder is in the
So you
Old Testament.
cited, so you
Just
cited
like
something
murder
from
is in
the
the Old
Old Testament. Yeah.
Just like murder.
So you cited something from the Old Testament.
Right. But I'm
Perfect.
talking
So
about-
wait, so then
we're
you
not
affirm,
up-
you
not
believe in the
listening,
Old
bro.
Testament.
You're just talking,
You
you
believe. Wait, so then you affirm the Old Testament.
Bro, some of the laws from the Old Testament, God brought over to the New Testament. We don't
Wait, so
follow the
why
whole
did you cite the
law.
Old Testament instead of the New Testament then?
Bro, can you read the verse?
No, I need an answer. Why did you cite the Old Testament instead of the New Testament if you don't believe in the Old Testament?
Why did I say I believe in everything in the Bible is for our use, for our good use. But like I said, we're not living under that anymore. That's all I'm saying to you. We're not living under the Old Testament anymore.
Yeah, wait, so then why did you cite the Old Testament?
Because
Also,
God
Cyber,
gave
thank
a
you
New
so much
Testament.
for the $6.66
Jesus gave a
on
New
Venmo.
Testament.
W Cyber in the comment section.
Because Jesus gave a New Testament, but like I said, can you read it?
No, I need you to explain why you cited the Old Testament.
So you're not gonna read it.
I need you to explain
So you're
why
not
you
gonna
cited
read
the New. Well, so you need to concede that you were wrong when you cited the Old Testament, and then I'll read it. Because you need to move off of it. Because your when it's for any other stuff.
Because that's in the New Testament as well. That's something we live by.
Yeah. So then, if the Old Testament isn't something you live by, why did you cite it?
Bruh, he gave new laws. That's why he gave laws that we are to follow.
So you cited the
Jesus
Old
Christ.
Testament. I just want to be clear. So you cited the Old Testament because he gave new laws. So you cited it to go against Jesus.
What are you
That's
even
kinda
saying? You're not even
confusing.
making sense. You're not
Yeah,
even
well,
making
that's
sense.
because I asked you, why did you cite the New Testament, or why did you cite the Old Testament? And your answer to this was, I cited the Old Testament because he gave new laws.
Because that's still
Do you
something
think that
that
I'm
we
the one who's
follow.
not making sense? I'm literally just reflecting back to you what you just
that's
said.
still
If
something
you don't
that we
believe in the
follow.
Old Testament, then why did you cite it?
That's still something that we follow. That's why.
But if
In
you
our New
didn't-
Testament.
gotcha. Wait, so you're fine with citing the Old Testament in some cases?
Just like I don't follow eating pork, not eating pork in the Bible, or stuff like red meat. No, I don't follow that. That's a part of the law in the Old Testament. We don't follow those things. We follow the laws that Jesus Christ has given us to follow. That's it.
Oh, gotcha. Wait, so I'll read your verse if you read my verse.
I'll read your verse after. I gave you this verse first.
Yeah. Let's just get the verses pulled up together. I just got to get the Matthew verse where it reaffirms the child death penalty.
What was that?
All right, no problem.
I did it.
What is this? Where's my backpack?
Lily, why do you want to read the verse, bro?
Give me just a second.
Oh my God, this is crazy, bro. This is crazy. We sitting over here talking about why is being lesbian wrong. He going all over the world. Why is the sky blue? Why is the ground black? Why is it? Like, ain't we talking about why is lesbian being wrong? And I'm trying to show you why. If you read the verse.
Yeah, wait one
In the
second.
New
Oh, okay,
Testament.
wait. So that's just going to be. So I'll read your verse if you read Matthew 15:4.
Why would I read the verse first when I said you would?
Wait, yeah. Because so I'll read your verse if you read my verse right after.
I will.
Yeah, gotcha. Promise? Wait, do you swear on Christ that you'll read the verse right after?
I swear on Christ. I
Yeah,
swear on
perfect.
Christ.
Yeah, what's your verse? Let's hear it.
Romans 1:20.
Romans 1 what?
26 through 28.
For this reason, God gave them over to dishonorable passions. Their females exchanged natural intercourse for unnatural, and in the same way, also the males gave up their natural intercourse with females, were consumed with their passionate desire for one another. Oh, so it's just talking about natural versus unnatural. But
Read the
males
whole
committed
verse.
shameless acts of males and received in their own persons the due penalty for their error.
Oh, what's the due penalty for their errors?
And since God did not see fit, wait, you swore on Christ that you'd read my verse. Go for it.
Yes, but I need you to break that down.
Wait, if you don't read my verse
down.
right now, you're going to hell for swearing on Christ falsely. You got to read my verse.
I am, no, but you have to break that down.
Wait, no, because
I will
you
read
said
it
that you
after.
wait, you said that you would read my
But it
verse
makes no sense for
immediately
me to
after.
read the verse right after because you still got to break that down.
Wait, no, that wasn't the deal, Travis. You're going to hell. You broke.
I'm not going to hell, bro.
You swore on Christ.
Bro,
you swore on
gaslighting.
Christ
You
that
running.
you would read my verse
Bro, you're
right
running.
after.
You're
You
running.
swore on Christ. You're going to super hell. You're
Bro,
going
you're
straight
running.
to hell.
Bro, you're running.
Wait,
you break
there's
that-
no
look,
running.
you like to break
You're
all
gonna be
these other
running
verses
straight to
down. Can
hell.
you break that verse
swore
down?
on Christ and you lied,
Oh my
Travis.
God, this
you lied
guy.
on Christ,
This
Travis.
guy.
You're going
This
to
guy.
hell.
Bro,
I'll
can
see
you
you
break the
there.
verse?
If your religion
So you
is
don't
true,
wanna break the
you're
verse
going
down.
to super hell. You're
So you
going to
don't wanna break
turbo
the verse
ultra hell.
down.
I'll be
I see
seeing you
what we
there,
doing.
Travis. You
I see what we
swore
doing.
on Christ and you lied.
Bro, this guy is crazy.
Read the verse,
bro.
Travis.
Bro, this guy's. I said I will
Read
read
the
it
verse,
after
Travis.
you. Yes, I said I will read it after you.
I already
After
read
you
the
break
verse.
everything down, yeah.
Read the verse,
After you break
Travis.
after you break everything down.
Wait. It wasn't.
Dissect that verse for me.
Travis. It wasn't read the verse and then break it down. It was after I read the verse.
Well,
then you'll read the
didn't-
verse.
I didn't
we
completely
can
understand what you were saying. I'm so
deconstruct it.
sorry.
We can break the verse down after.
I
but
didn't
you
completely
swore
understand
on
what you meant.
Christ.
I'm sorry.
You swore on your Messiah, your Savior,
I
that
didn't
you would read the
completely
verse.
understand what you
You're
were
going to
saying. I'm
super
sorry.
hell, Travis.
I'm sorry.
Straight to hell.
I'm sorry. I didn't
Read the verse,
completely understand what you were
Travis.
saying.
Travis, you swore.
I
You
didn't completely
swore.
understand. I was getting the notion that you was going to break it down and then I was going to.
No,
read it.
absolutely
That's what I
not.
was
We're
getting
just
out
gonna
of
go
that.
verse for verse, Travis.
Verse for verse. That means you read one, break it down. I read one.
No, it just means I read the verse.
Bro, why is he just reading? That don't make sense. If you just
Because
read
I
the
said
verse,
that
what
I
you
would.
getting
I
out
said
of it?
that I would read your verse if you read my verse. Why did I
Because it makes no
just
sense
read the
not to
verse
talk
when the
about the
agreement was
verse
that I was just gonna read the
after.
verse? Is that
Bro,
your
you
question? Is that
You
what your
running.
confusion is?
I'm going to read the verse.
Go.
But look, after I read it, then you're going to break the verse down that I
Yep,
gave you,
sounds
right?
good. Yep, sounds
All right,
good.
no
And then
doubt.
after mine, you're gonna break the verse down.
Don't ask me no questions after I read the Bible. After
Gotcha.
I read your verse, just break down what I said to you. Dissect it. Now, what's the Bible verse you need me to read?
Oh, I need you to read Matthew 15:4.
There's a dagger.
But the point is, I can't, like you said, you can't even hear me if I get off the app. I don't have my Bible with me. I have the Bible app on my phone.
Wait. So you swore on Jesus and you lied?
I didn't lie. It's just the
Wait,
terms that's going
did you
down.
know that you wouldn't have your Bible?
I didn't.
You didn't know?
that I was-
You didn't know that you wouldn't have your Bible?
I just
You
realized.
swore on, you lied on Christ,
I just
Travis.
realized I wasn't gonna
You
be
lied
able
on
to read
Christ,
it.
Travis.
I didn't. I
You
just
said
realized.
you said I swear to Christ that I will read the verse.
Okay, look.
You
You
swore
said I
on
lied, right?
Christ, Travis.
You said I lied. Dear God, in the name of Jesus, please forgive me for lying. Now, can we move forward? Can we move forward? 'Cause I could
Sure.
have
I'll,
sworn.
I'll read.
I coulda-
I'll read the
look, look,
verse
look.
for you
I
because
coulda
it seems like you're
sworn- I could have
incapable.
sworn repentance was a gift to a Christian like
Calm
me.
down, Travis.
So, anyways,
it's
can we
okay.
move
It'll
forward?
be okay, Travis.
Can we move forward?
Who's mad now? So
Can we move
15:4. Oh wait, okay, that's King
can't
James
read it
version.
for
I
you.
want the fucking King
I don't have my
James
Bible
version.
next to me.
Yeah, I'll read it for you.
All right, no doubt.
Matthew 15:4. For God said, "Honor your father and your mother, and whoever speaks evil of father and mother will be put to death." This is Jesus, the big J man himself. Ander, thank you so much for the $6.66 on
verse
Venmo
down
for
that I
Super
gave
Hell.
to you?
W Ander in the comment section.
Bro, can you break the verse down that I gave
Oh
to you?
well, I don't really believe in the Bible, so I'm just gonna say that it's not true.
Yo, it's okay. It's okay. That's
I
your
don't
conviction
believe
right
in the
there.
Bible, so it's just
Look,
not true.
look, when
Like
you
what kind
get
of
off this
breaking
tonight-
breaking the verse down do you want
When
from
you
me?
get off this tonight, I need you to read that and let it marinate in your spirit. Let it convict you. Okay?
Yeah, I think I need to accept that the Bible is true.
no,
Do you have
because-
any? Wait, Travis.
But it's funny because you like to dissect all the Bible and the parts of the Bible that you want to dissect. But when it comes to
I just have a
truth,
quick question for you, Travis.
You don't wanna
Quick-
dissect
just a quick question. What's your evidence that the Bible is true? Because I can't marinate in it. I can't accept it. I can't fill my spirit with Bible if I don't think it's true. So what's the evidence that the Bible is true?
but I'm not answering your question till you do what I said.
I can't marinate on it if I don't believe it.
No, I didn't say that. I said, can you dissect it and dissect what it's saying? Just like you're dissecting
What about it? It's a
saying.
fictional story to me, Travis.
How can it be fictional?
It's fictional.
So if it's a
I don't
fictional
care about
story,
this.
So if it's a fictional story, why are you quoting this verse about?
Because
God
you
killing
believe
children?
it. Because you believe it.
Like I said, man, can you break the Bible verse down for the people?
I don't believe in
the
it.
back?
I don't
for the
believe in
people
the
in the
Bible.
back. You don't have to believe in it, but for the people in the back.
It's a fictional story. There's nothing to break down.
Can you? Yeah, see, yo, you running, bro.
There's a way. I'm telling you why I'm not going to do that.
But
Could you break down the recent Spider-Man comic for us?
Bro, break it down, bro.
Could you
Come
break
on.
down the recent Spider-Man comic for
He
us?
running. You running from truth,
Could you
brother.
wait? So in the recent Spider-Man comic, it says that being
talking about
being gay
Spider-Man.
is
What you
actually
mean?
totally
Hold on.
fine. So
You look like Peter Parker a little bit. Look,
hey, it's kind of a compliment.
relax, bro. Relax.
You're
talking
the one
about
who's
Bible.
yelling
We
right
talking
now,
about
Travis.
lesbians and being wrong. We talking about Peter Parker.
You're a treacherous Travis, the way you'd swear
I'm
on
not
Christ and then
treacherous,
lie.
bro. I just want you to break the Bible down. That's it.
You
Like
think
you're
that I'm
breaking
the
all
one who
other
looks
verses
mad right
down.
now?
He gave them over to what?
You're literally screaming into your
desires of their
microphone.
flesh.
Relax. I'm relaxed, Travis.
That means being gay and lesbian is a desire of your flesh. It does not go towards the natural state of humankind and mankind. That's a desire of one's flesh.
Yeah. So all you need to do now is just prove that the Bible is true. Evan,
Yeah,
thank you
that's
so
why he
much for the
said-
$6.66 on Venmo.
that's
W
why he
Evan in the
said-
comment section.
look,
W666 W Satan
That's
hail
why he said
Satan.
you shall receive the penalty. Yeah, the penalty, what is
Travis,
it?
that's fine.
HIV.
I'm just gonna,
Yeah.
Travis, what's the evidence that the Bible is true? That's fine. This is a cool verse. So this certainly proves that it's wrong to be lesbian. If, of course, you prove that the Bible is true. So I'm just gonna ask you again, what's the evidence that the Bible is true?
The evidence of being gay is wrong, what that the Bible says is STD and AIDS, because that's the penalty.
But I'm asking you, what's the evidence that the Bible itself is true? Also, you are equally likely to get any of these diseases being straight. The only thing that determines whether or not you get it is your level of promiscuity. So
Yeah,
this isn't because of being gay or lesbian. This is because of being promiscuous and not
So why do
practicing
they-
safe sex.
so why do they
So
take
I need your evidence that the Bible is true, Travis. What's your
Why-
evidence?
why
Why
do
should
gays
I
and lesbians
believe that
take
this
PrEP?
is a true thing that I should apply to my life?
Why do gays and lesbians take PrEP?
What do they? Usually it's because they want to be like promiscuous.
Oh yeah, like I said, man, that's the penalty of when you.
So
go
wait, do you have any data? Do you have any data that it uniquely affects them even when promiscuity is controlled for, or would you like me to provide data that it's at the
I
exact
don't
same
need no
level?
data. I already know where it come from.
Oh, that's fine. Yeah, I'm happy to give you the data. I'll give you the data because I know you're
I
not
said I
much of a
don't need
science person. You're more of a storybook
I didn't ask for it.
individual.
You're giving me something I didn't ask for.
Oh, that's fine. Because you don't want the data. You want to make empirical
already
claims,
know
but
the
you don't
data.
want. You're not interested in the empirics behind the claims. You
I
want
know
to
the data.
assert worldviews, but you don't actually want those worldviews to be
Like I
tested
said,
with data.
You said in the
Because
last
your
days-
worldview is fragile,
Look,
Travis.
let me
It's
explain
fragile,
something.
and I get it. If I
In the
were a
last
Christian,
days-
I'd be pretty scared of data
He
too.
will give them over to the desires
Thank you
of their
so
flesh.
much for the subscription. Appreciate it.
You guys are falling into the
I
desires
understand
of
that
your
you're more of like a fiction fairy tale type
I'm
person,
not a
but if you want the
fiction.
empirical data, the scientific studies on the matter, I'd be happy
Yeah,
to
I
provide
told you was a
those.
scientist. You scientist, you. But like I said, man, I'm standing on the Bible.
If you
That's
don't
all I
like
got to
science,
stand
then you
on.
should turn your phone off
That's
because
all I got to stand
your
on.
phone doesn't run on Bible. Your phone runs
That's
on science.
all I have to stand on. Is the
Gotcha.
Bible.
Wait, so I wish I could stand there, Travis, but could you provide me the evidence that the Bible is true?
The Bible is true because look, it's all around. Everything is God's creation.
Oh, so is cancer, when a kid dies of cancer, is that God's creation?
Now, can I speak? Can I speak on this? Like I said, man,
Go for it.
before technology, before all these foods that the state has been giving us, and all this before science, where was cancer at?
Oh yeah, so 88 million years ago, we have
88
dinosaur
million
bone.
years ago,
Wait,
we had cancer.
Travis,
88
yes,
million years ago, there was
yes,
cancer.
correct, exactly.
Oh my
Yes,
God.
exactly. Yeah. Dylan, thank you so much for the $6.66 on Cash App for Hail Satan. Love you,
Dinosaurs
Ian.
had cancer.
W Dylan,
God.
W666, W Satan, Hail Satan. I appreciate it, Dylan. Do you
Dinosaurs
want
had cancer.
Are you interested in the scientific study that says that there were bones with cancer 88? With bones with cancer 88 million years ago?
I'm not
Do you want that
interested in
data,
that.
or are you again more of a fairy tale type person?
Like I said, you the type of person that believe we was monkeys. Like I said, that
No,
must be
certainly
crazy.
not. Certainly not.
You
I
the
don't
type
believe
of
that we
you
were
the type of
monkeys.
person that
I
believe
think
we
we
came
are
from
great
monkeys.
apes.
You the type of person that believe we came from monkeys.
Certainly not. I don't think we came from monkeys.
That's
I
what your
think we
science book
are
says.
great apes.
That's what your science book says. Even
That's
apes.
not. Wait, give me
I don't
a
believe we came
single.
from
Give
no
me a
goddamn
single
apes.
source. Give me a single source that says humans come from monkeys. Give me a single
Apes,
source.
whatever they is, whatever
No,
they is.
wait, do you think apes are monkeys?
Like I said, I think they apes.
I think you
Exactly
know
what they
very
is.
little about science. I'll just ask you what I asked the last guest. What's
Okay.
13 times 13?
Okay. Like I said, I didn't know this was a math test.
Well, yeah, it seems like
I
you
don't
can't.
have
This
to
is like
answer your
common sense math
questions.
knowledge.
This is not a math test.
Well, wait, yeah, because you want to decry science, but you can't even do like a basic math problem, like
I mean,
13
like I
times
said,
13.
you don't know what I'm capable of, but just
Yeah,
because
then
I'm
do
not going
13
to
times
answer your
13.
question,
Yeah,
don't mean
kick my dumb
I
ass
don't
by
know
doing
how to
13
answer.
times 13.
Because that's not what we're here for.
Gotcha, you have no
if I
idea what
wanted
it
a math
is.
test, I would go back to school.
Gotcha.
But I'm not in school. I'm on
Understood.
TikTok Live talking about why is being lesbian wrong.
Okay, then can we just have some evidence, bestie? God damn.
I just gave you all the evidence, but you
The
guys are running from it.
Okay, Travis, the Bible is self-validifying. That presupposes that God exists. We want outside proof that the Bible is true.
You can't get the proof because you don't want the proof.
No, we actually
Actively
tried to.
asking you for the proof.
Yeah.
This could be
Like
a
I said,
study, this could be archaeological proof, this could be some kind of outside source. We would like the proof. We are asking for the proof.
Like
I
I
would
said, if
love
you-
a relationship with
look,
God. I just
I
can't
was
form
just-
one because I don't know He exists.
I'm not going to say I was just like you, but I wasn't but
I
I was just
didn't
like you in a
ask.
certain way of not knowing if God was real or not.
Travis, and
In
I was
order
just
to
like
know if
you,
God is
and
real,
then
you
somebody
have to
ran
know
the
it for
rock
yourself.
on me. Maybe
You're
I'll
not
maybe I'll
listening.
do you the favor of running the rock on you, Travis.
In order to know
Does
if God is real,
Travis, does God
my
have the
God.
power to make a rock that's so heavy He can't lift it?
bro, God has God created everything. What are you even talking about?
It's a yes or no question, Travis.
Bro, God created everything.
It's a yes
What
or
are
no
you
question,
talking about?
Travis.
This world is a rock.
Can I
God
get
created
the
everything.
yes or no question? Can I get the yes or no answer to my yes or no
I'm
question,
not
Travis?
answering that weird question that you're asking.
Gotcha. You were running from the
asking
question.
foolish
We got
questions.
a running Randy over here. We got a dodging Daniel. Maybe
dodging
if you
Daniel,
keep on running
because
away,
I
nobody
don't
will
wanna
notice that you're not
answer
answering the basic
weird question.
question.
Can
The
God
question
create a
again,
rock that
Travis,
he
is
can't
just:
carry?
does God have the power to make a rock that's so heavy He doesn't have the power to lift it?
Why
It's an
would
easy
he even want
question.
to create something like that? I mean, like I said, I don't
I'm
know
asking
what
if He has
God-
the power
I-
to.
I
I
know
wouldn't
God
punch
has
a
the power
kid,
to
but I
create
certainly have
anything
the
that he
power to
wants.
do so.
He has the power to create anything that he wants. Can
Perfect.
you
Yeah. So
create anything on this
if
earth?
God created a rock that's so heavy he can't lift it, does God have the power to lift the rock that he
Can
doesn't have
you
the power to
create
lift?
any natural elements?
Wait, we're talking about
Just out of
God
thin air.
though. We're talking
Can you
about
do
God
that?
though.
But can you do that?
I can't, but we're talking about God. So now answer
Oh
my
my God.
question. Does
That's
God have
why
the
he's
power to
God.
lift the rock that he
Because
doesn't have the power to
that's
lift?
why he's God, because nobody else can do it but
Travis,
him.
can I get a yes or no answer? We got a turning Travis.
A
Can I get a
turning
yes or no
Travis.
answer to the yes or no question? Does God have the power to lift the rock that he doesn't have the power to lift?
Bro, you're not even making sense. That's
Well,
that's a
because you said
rhetorical
God has
question.
the
You're not
power to
asking,
make a
you're
rock
not
that he doesn't have
asking
the power to
logical
lift.
questions.
So does God have
That
the power
question
to
is
lift
not
this
logical.
rock
You're
that he
asking
doesn't have the power
rhetorical
to
questions.
lift?
That's
Travis,
insane
I'm just
questions.
asking you, and this is indicative of how weak your position is. All it takes is 2 questions for your worldview to completely shatter in on itself.
But it doesn't make sense.
Which part of it?
It's rhetorical. Why would he make a rock that he can't? That don't
We're
even, bro. You're
asking
not
about
making
power.
sense. It's not logical.
I have the power to hit a kid, but I would never hit a kid.
Yo, it's not making
So
sense.
I'm asking you.
And I
So you
believe
said God
you
has the
guys,
power.
right? And you
Wait. So
guys' argument
you said God has the
is running.
power to make a rock that's so heavy he can't lift it. So if God made the rock that's so heavy he can't lift it, does God have the power to lift the rock that's
Alright,
so
look,
heavy that he doesn't have the power to lift
We're
it?
gonna
Does he
end
have
it.
that power?
Look. I'm gonna end it like this.
So yes, wait, you're running, Travis.
I'm
You're
not running
running
because
Randy.
you're
You
not
can't
listening to
answer
me.
the question. You see your
You guys
worldview.
are
You're
not going to believe
trembling,
in what
We
I
got
have
a
to say to you
trembling
because you don't
Travis
believe
over
in the Bible.
here. We got a scared Steve.
Yeah, I'm not scared. It's just it
Then
makes
answer
no
the
sense to
question,
continue to talk
Travis.
to you guys
Let's
if
get
you
a
don't believe in the
big
Bible.
trembling Travis in the comment section. Let's see, Travis. Do you want to
Why would
answer
I
the
continue to
question,
talk to you
or are you
guys
going
if
to
you
continue
don't
to
believe in the
tremble,
Bible?
Travis?
And that's my only stand is the Bible, but you don't believe
You're
in it.
trembling.
So it makes no
Just
sense
answer
to
the
talk to you.
question.
It makes no sense to talk to you if you don't believe in the Bible, and that's my only stand.
Wait,
If your
I just need you to
argument
answer the
hinges upon
question,
us
Travis.
agreeing with you already, it's not a good argument.
But I'm just saying, you guys don't believe in the Bible, so there's no
Right.
sense for
So
me
you're
to
saying, how
speak to
can
you
I
about it.
possibly argue to you that the Bible is real if you don't think the Bible is real? What kind of argument is that?
Like I said,
We have to agree with you already. Like we have to pre-agree with you to have this conversation. That doesn't
yeah,
make any
exactly,
sense.
because that's my only stand. What else do you want me to
Gotcha.
say?
So
Okay, so
I
then
don't
your
there's no
speak on
stance
my
is
way.
own
weak.
will. I speak on
Okay,
the
so then
words
you
that
have a
comes from
weak
the mouth of God.
stance. Cry, I guess.
Wait, so then you're just begging the question. It's just
I'm not
circular
begging the question.
reasoning.
I said I speak on the words that come
The
from the
only way
mouth
that I
of
could
God.
ever
That's
agree
the
with
only
your
thing I stand
position,
on. I don't stand on flesh.
the only way that I could ever agree with your position is if I already agree with your position. That's a really weak position. You're just
It is
begging the
what it
question.
is.
You're
That's
essentially
all I
saying
can
that the
stand
Bible
on.
is true
All I have
because
to
the
stand
Bible
on
is
is the word of
true.
God.
Yeah,
All
and
I
you
have
should
to stand
start
on is
standing
my
on
belief.
more than just the word of God, and maybe you do better in debates in the future because
I'm
right
not, because
now
that's all
you
God
can't
told me to
answer
stand
a
on was the
basic
word.
question, Travis. But before you run, I'll ask it one more time. See if maybe you've come around to it. Does God have the power to lift a rock that he doesn't have the power to lift?
I just don't think it's fair because you're knocking down everything I'm saying because you saying I don't believe in the Bible, but I'm
That's
giving
well,
you
no, that's
clear
not what
evidence.
that's not what
I'm
I'm
giving you
saying.
clear evidence.
That's not what I'm saying. That
You
wasn't what
knock
the
down
question
everything I
was.
said because you don't believe in the Bible.
I'm knocking down
But that's
everything
my
you say
stand.
because it's irrelevant.
That's my stand,
Because
though.
it's illogical, even. Grimlock,
you.
thank you so much
To
for the
you.
$6.66 on Cash App. W Grimlock, W666, W Satan,
You.
Hail Satan. I appreciate it, Grimlock.
So it means that we will never get anywhere because you don't believe in the Bible.
Can we just get an answer to the question? It's a yes or no question, Travis.
Where are we going to get if you
Yes
don't
or no,
believe in what I
Travis?
believe in?
Yes or
it's
no?
no stand for
Travis,
you.
Travis, yes or no?
This conversation have no
Yes or
leverage.
no,
It's nothing
Travis?
we
Is the
have
answer
nothing to
yes or
talk
no?
about.
Yes or no, Travis?
Yes or no?
Yeah, yes or no to the question. Does God have the power to lift the rock that he doesn't have the power to lift?
Bro, from the words that's coming out your mouth to the words that's written above you has nothing to do with what you're talking about.
Oh, so I can bring it back to you. So what I'm saying is related to why being lesbian is wrong, because I asked you why is being lesbian wrong, and you cited the Bible, which means that you suppose the existence of the Bible. Now you were not able to provide evidence that the Bible is true, so instead I'm providing you evidence that the Bible
I
is
have
not
not
true.
provided because that's not my
Chris,
job.
thank you so much for the
it's your
5
job
cent
to seek
subscriptions.
knowledge
W
and
Chris in the
wisdom.
comment section. Welcome to the community, everyone who got one.
It's your job to seek wisdom. It's my job to teach you and tell you the word.
Yeah,
of
so
God
I'm
and
seeking
what I
wisdom,
know.
Travis. So does God have the power to lift the rock that he doesn't have
What
the
does
power
the
to
Bible
lift?
say? The Holy Spirit gives you the wisdom.
Yeah,
to
wait, so
understand all things.
let's ask God right now.
No,
God,
you need to literally get into your presence.
God, do you have the
for
power
real.
to lift the rock that you don't have the power to lift?
And then you can't go to God in arrogance. You gotta go to him in spirit and in truth.
I'm going
You're
in
not
spirit.
in spirit,
I'm going in
or you're not
spirit.
in truth.
I'm
You're
going
not
in
seeking.
spirit
You're
and in
not seeking
truth.
truth. You don't
I'm
want
asking
truth.
him in
You're
spirit
being
and in
arrogant.
truth. I'm asking
You're
God.
not.
I'm asking God, God, do you have the power to lift the rock that you don't have the power to lift?
You don't seek God in spirit and in truth. You don't really honestly want the truth.
Travis, can you please? I'm just waiting for God's response for a second, please.
God don't respond to arrogance.
Travis, I'm just waiting for God's response, please. He didn't respond because he's not real.
Because you're in arrogance. That's why you're not seeking Him in spirit and in truth. I just told you that.
Hey, getting
That's what the
jiggy with
Bible
it.
says.
Fuck it up.
The Bible
Hey,
says,
get
"Seek God in spirit and in truth." When you truly seek Him out and you truly want the truth, He'll reveal it to you. That's all I'm gonna say to you.
Yeah, I seeked him out right now.
Like I said, why do I have to reveal evidence to you? I can reveal what the
Because
Bible
you're
says.
the teacher.
That's all I can do.
You're the person who's giving wisdom. That I'm the one
That's
seeking
all I
wisdom,
can
and you're
do.
the one giving wisdom. But you're not
I've
giving
given you
wisdom.
the
You can't
wisdom
answer
that you needed to
questions.
understand that being gay is wrong.
Yeah, and I'm telling you that your foundation for saying that being gay is wrong is nonsense. It's indefensible.
Because you don't believe in it. Okay, so we have nothing to
it's not
talk
because
about
I
then.
don't believe in it. It's because you can't answer basic questions.
See, I realize your game now. You put these rhetorical questions out there.
We got
Why is
a
being lesbian
meta
wrong?
commentary Mary over here. Nobody cares about the analysis.
Just to try to
Nobody
say the
cares
Bible
about
is wrong.
the post game
Look,
analytics.
that's your real
Just to answer
argument.
the question.
Your real argument is the Bible is wrong. Your real
Well,
argument is the
because
Bible
your
is
real
wrong.
argument is
Not
that the
being
Bible is
lesbian.
right. Your real argument is
Not
that the
being
Bible is right.
lesbian.
So my real argument is that the Bible is wrong.
Your argument is to prove that the Bible is wrong. It's not to see if being gay is wrong, because I just told you.
You brought it to the Bible,
your true
Travis.
argument,
You were
need to
the one
change
who
your
brought it
title.
to the Bible.
You need to
You're
change
the
your
one who
title.
took it to the Bible, Travis.
You need to change your title.
Travis, you are literally the one who brought it to the Bible. We weren't talking about the Bible until you brought it up. You are the one who brought. Wait, Travis, who brought up the Bible? Me or you?
Bro, I did, but like I said, change your caption.
Perfect. So you're the one who brought it up. So you can't say that I'm here trying to say that God isn't real, when all I'm here trying to do is have debates about if being lesbian is wrong. You're the one who brought the Bible up.
Yeah, but you just shot it down because
if you
said
bring
it's
up
not real,
a piece of evidence and then you get waxed on that piece of evidence, that's not my fault. That's your fault. That's a skill issue.
That's my stand.
Your stance is that you can't answer questions.
No, my stance is I'm not going to argue about that right now.
God
You
these
just asked me
questions that I can't answer.
one question: why is being lesbian wrong? And I told you, and that's just that.
Yeah, and I'm telling you that your explanation is nonsense.
I didn't come up here to answer no other questions. I just gave you that answer.
So you came here to answer the question, and then before you hear the criticism, you want to plug your ears, and then you want to run away.
I'm not plugging my ears. I just gave you the answer.
So if you're not plugging your ears, then listen to this. If
I don't need to listen to anything. All I got to do is listen to the Bible.
Does God have the power to lift the rock? It's yes or no. Either yes, God does have the power to lift the rock, or no, God does not have the power to lift the rock.
How about you ask him for yourself? We all can have a relationship with him.
Yeah, let's ask him. Let's ask him right now.
Go ahead. Do you?
If you made a rock that's so heavy that you can't lift it, would you have the power to lift that rock that's so heavy that you can't lift it?
Now my fault. You can't hear
God.
Wait.
Let's wait for God to give a response.
Not my fault.
Please.
I hear God every day.
Let's wait. Please.
Peace and quiet.
I'm just waiting for God to give the response.
Y'all really gaslighting right now.
Wait, I just want to get God's response. Please.
Y'all can't make this up.
I'm sorry, God. Travis was being quite rude, so let's try this again. Dear God, if you made a rock that was so heavy that you can't lift it, would you have the power to lift that rock?
Yes, my chat. Y'all really crazy. Yo,
well, if the answer is yes, then you just affirm that God has the power to lift the rock that he doesn't have the power to lift.
Oh my God. Okay.
We just have a contradiction.
Look, we're going to agree to disagree. We're going to agree to disagree. And I'm gonna end it like that. I gave you some valid Bible verses. If you choose to want to ask God tonight about those Bible verses I gave you, He will tell you. He will show you if it's true or not. That's it, man. That's what I'm gonna tell you.
Yeah, I just wish God could show me if He as an entity is true or not.
I mean, He will show you if you really seek Him for real, and not be like, "Oh my God, are you real?" Just to be playing. Like you really got.
There's no play here. I was asking a genuine, heartfelt question.
Okay, you gotta wait for the answer. Then how about that?
Yeah, I was waiting for the answer, but then you started talking. What the
Well,
fuck, Travis?
God don't move on your time. He move on his time. Who
Yeah,
are you?
and I
You're
was waiting
nothing
for
but
I
a
was waiting
speck
for
of
the
dust.
answer. Then you
You're
started
nothing but a
talking. You
speck of
interrupted
dust to
God.
God.
You
You're nothing but
interrupted
a speck
God.
of
You're going
dust.
to hell. You interrupted
Oh
him.
my God, I'm going to hell.
Yeah, I was waiting for the response from God, but then you started talking over God.
Oh my God. Oh my God. With
I
2 or
bet I
3.
would
Look, the
steamroll
Bible
Jesus in the
says,
debate,
look,
though.
let me
God,
let
I
you
want
know
to
what the Bible
debate.
says. The
I
Bible,
hope Christianity is true, so I can debate Jesus so badly.
the
That sounds like
Bible
so
says,
much
with 2 or
fun.
3, I got it in his name, there he shall be. God not going to answer you because I'm right here speaking. Trust me. If he want to answer you, going to answer you. You hear me? But like I said,
Yeah, but I
man,
was just
you
waiting
can
for the
continue to try to
answer.
make jokes on the Bible. Probably, look, probably
The
by next
Bible
week, you'll be
already is the
convicted.
joke.
You'll
There's
be
no
up.
need to add more
Probably by
jokes
next
to
week,
it.
you'll be up here talking about God like God is real because that's how God works.
Want to bet? Want to bet?
Yeah,
Let's
I
bet.
bet that.
Let's bet
Let's bet that.
$200 that that's not going to happen.
Let's bet that.
Yeah, $200 that I'm not going to be up here talking about how God's real.
Oh, okay.
Yep, I'll see you in 2 weeks.
All right, man. Enjoy.
All right. Grimlock, thank you so much for the $6.66 for God is Scared to Catch These Hands. W Grimlock in the comment section. I appreciate it. I'm ending stream right now because I got to go to the gym. Sam, thank you so much for joining me out with this.
Of course.
I'll
Even
be
though
live
I
tomorrow.
incurred so many brain injuries, I forgive you. It's okay.
Yeah,
So many.
it's okay. Sam, what's 13 times 13?
I actually don't know.
God damn it.
I'm sorry.
It's 169. You got to learn this.
Oh.
Do you know 12 times 12?
Yeah, that's 144, but it
Yeah, of
stops
course,
at
yeah.
12 times 12.
Yeah, mine did too. You got to learn the yeah.
Yeah.
But it's a good gotcha for the next time. But anyway, love all of you. Make sure you're dropping a follow. If you want to join the community, there's a link to the Discord in my bio. I would love nothing more than to see you there. I'll see you all later. Ka-chow. Also, only join if you're 18 or older. I'll plug the Discord. Why not? I got time. So the Discord is an 18+ space. We talk about politics, religion, philosophy. Each week, we're planning on reading a philosophy paper. This week, we're reading Logical Problems of Evil and Free Will Defense by Graham Oppie. So if you want to talk about the logical problem of evil and the way that it interacts with the free will defense, when you ask a Christian, like, well, why does this evil thing exist? And they say, well, it's free will. We're going to be going over a philosophy paper that addresses this very question. I'd love to see all of you there. The paper is in the announcements. It's going to be on Saturday at like 7 p.m. EST. I would love to see all of you there. I love all of you. Thank you all so much for joining me, and I'll see y'all then. All right, bye-bye.